go ahead and get right into this. I'm assuming everybody is here. Mics all work. If they don't, tough cookies. As we begin our game mid-song. So, we begin our hunt as we have the mini we have before. Entering through the clouds down on top of one of the mini villages of the old world. Where we see as we kind of enter and kind of like fly through the town, we see Palicos, shining their hunters' weapons and armor. You see different tradesmen offering different materials and wares that they have to all the hunters that are walking in and out of the village itself. You see the smithy hard at work developing new weapons and ideas. You see them with two bludgeoning like sticks with that kind of extend outwards. Currently, as we enter in through the guild door, we see the guild receptionist at the far back end of the guild hall, stamping bounties, wishing hunters good luck. We see the long rows of benches and tables. As the camera kind of pans in our first character. Let's go ahead and do a quick description since it's been a little bit. Let's start with Old Man Orc. Describe your character. Tell us what you're doing in the guild hall.
At my age, don't know if I've ever shrunk. I am more of a light green skin, got some blue face paint on my face, if you haven't noticed that, because most people don't. I like to wear my heavy armor everywhere and don't ever seem to take it off, as well as I like to be observed petting my bowgun like it's a cat.
This is my Palico. All right. So is that what you're currently doing? Is you're just sitting like a bench, just petting your bowgun?
Yep. Contemplating my next enemy. I need to put the Eltroth on the hit list.
All right. So as we see you petting your heavy bowgun, the camera shifts over to Tolado. Tolado, describe your character and what you're doing in the guild hall.
Half off male, slightly pointed ears. At this point, sort of doing some light stretching. At this point, heavily scarred and severely more depressed than the picture would entail, due to the overwhelming
life of a hunter.
Yeah, just like the results and how we get there. The journey is very is wearing down on him. Hunting horn at its side at this point. Mm-hmm. Light meal, just chilling there.
Okay. So as we see that, we shift away, and as well as I need to change the last person's name on the game. We see you, Azrar. If you would describe character and tell us what you are doing.
Azrar is like youngish, like 25 to 30-year-old hobgoblin. Long black hair and bright red face and some facial hair, dark black leather armor with various monster parts attached to it. Azrar's just hanging out, just cleaning off the plate of food that he had, as he usually does, because he's a hungry boy. He's like Shaggy. He has a very, very, very high metabolism, even though he's lanky as fuck.
If I recall correctly, you beat me in an eating contest last time.
Yes.
All right. And finally, we have Viviana. Viviana, if you would, tell us what you're doing in the guild hall and describe your character.
Sure. So Viviana is a redheaded Ashmere. Very fair, early 30s. She is currently playing paper football with Maraska. Probably winning because Maraska's not very good and doesn't understand the game.
Okay. So you flick the final little paper football, winning the game as we kind of look around, seeing the group as the four of you, kind of feel this is the time for a hunt. Who's the first person to kind of gather everybody up?
I call you here today while petting my cat.
Your bowgun.
Yes, it's a cat. How would you all like to join me on a hunt to alleviate, as I have some PTSD flashbacks of the Elstrov fights, to just get away from things.
Oh man, like another one who's gone to the Altaroth hunting method. I feel it, man. For sure, yeah. I'll join you. I could definitely use more sadness in my life.
Whoever was Talato.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Azra, in your case, do you just kind of like, and like Vivian, do you guys just like saunter up to the rest of them, like, yeah, we'll go, or do you guys like
I
respond?
kind of just like poke up behind them and just like point at myself because Viviana doesn't really like to talk.
That's fair.
Sure, what the hell? Always fun to try hunts with new people.
All right. So as like the four of you decide that yes, this is going to be our hunting party, you head over to the notice board. For the last hunt before this notice board changes. So we have seen all four of these hunts, but I don't think everybody has done them all. So, as we've seen for the last little bit, you have the Wrath of the Raytheon, the Dance of 1,000 Blades, the Can't Bring Yourself to Do It, and the Accidental Investigation, which I don't think any of you have done the Accidental Investigation.
Oh, let's do that one.
I have stuff to do it, so I can work with that.
Yeah, I'll just have to slot in some, move some stuff around. But yeah, I could probably do that as well.
I'm okay
with anything as long as it's away from the forest.
It's in the ocean, so it's definitely away from the forest. So as for the stream, just so you guys can kind of see it here, the Accidental Investigation is a question monster, which some may know, some may not. Requested by Trader Joe. It was hard to say exactly what happened. The fog was so thick. I remember a flash. And then the ship cracked open, which I spelled incorrectly. There's an extra S in there for some reason. We lost every head of cattle. The culprit must be still out there. Mind taking a look. So you guys are going to go to the ocean and find out what the heck caused the ship to crash. And then kill it.
Wait, this is water?
You're going to the ocean.
I'd like to go to the shop first.
That's fine, obviously. So you guys, I say Maraska in your case also add like an extra like 500 gold, just because realistically you probably would have gained that within the levels.
Okay.
So you that's what we're gonna go with, or you guys want to switch to something else like Hunting the Dodo Gama or something? Just want to make sure.
I did the Dodo Gama last month, so I do not want to repeat that. I do not want to continue to hurt my baby boy, my fat baby.
I'm pretty okay with going in the water.
All right.
I
Okay.
bought a potion off Seraphim, so I'm good.
I'm starting to have second thoughts about going into the water.
It's too late, as the group has agreed on the votes, and Old Man Orc grabs it, rips down the bounty, and heads to the guild receptionist, where she stamps it, wishes you all the best of luck, informs you that the guild will be providing you with a few things, since it is in the ocean, that you will find once you arrive at camp. So, yep. So you guys head out into the village. You go to buy your supplies, and I will let you know how many potions of healing and all that type of stuff are available currently.
So Aaron, I was gonna take Fireball. I'm gonna scrap Fireball, and I'm gonna take Slow.
Okay. So you guys gain. There's gonna be 6 potions of healing available. Ooh, this is the wrong dice. I was trying to figure out how we had 9 greater potions of healing when I'm rolling a D6. But I was rolling a D10.
Just that good.
There's only 1 greater potion of healing available.
Oh, shit.
How much is a greater potion?
150.
150? That's a steal.
It's normal price.
It's only a steal if you're a rogue. Steal it.
I'll buy 2 normal potions of healing.
Okay.
So that's 50 each, or 75 each.
The potions of healing are 50 each.
Okay.
There are also 4 potions of common resistance available.
Ooh, common resistance?
So basically,
What?
you would buy them, and then you would pick which resistance. Your options are like between fire, cold, lightning, thunder, or poison. And you pick one of those resistances, and that's what that potion becomes. And they're 200 gold pieces.
I'll buy one.
Okay, what resistance are you going to make it into?
Cold.
Cold. Okay. So you have a potion of cold
Oh.
resistance.
The way he said it.
Are there any extra potions of water breathing?
Yeah, there would be a you can definitely buy a few. We'll say there are 4 of them.
I'll buy one. How much is it?
Potions. Actually, technically, water breathing is a what level spell?
Third.
Is it really?
Yep.
So that's for multiple people. I have airweed or something like that. I have a certain potion you guys that would work for this, so I'll find the price for that. New items.
I think no, because I bought a potion of water breathing off of Seraphim, but I want to have a second one just to be safe.
So air filter would not work. It is an oxygen thing. Where is the oxygen? Oxygen supply provides 10 minutes of breathable air. Is that so? That price is non-existent. Did I not price something? I mean, that's not that surprising, but
Because like I know Seraphim got them like 2 months ago when Seraphim's group did
there it
this
is.
hunt.
So they're 15 gold each for 10 minutes. So we would assume.
I think Seraphim said the one I had was for an hour.
Yeah, water breathing is an hour.
Let me
So
check.
150 gold pieces is what it would be for an hour.
Okay. She sold it to me for 30 GP and 50 and she got for 50 from the shop.
Oh, she got for 50? Oh, is she just responding somewhere?
No, well, I'm looking at the message from 2 months ago.
I
where
will
she sold
allow it for the 50, and I will make adjustments after this because then obviously we'll have new motion. So I will allow it for 50.
All right. And I'll buy a potion of cold resistance.
Okay. Potion of cold.
And that's how much again?
200.
Also 50?
That's 200.
Okay.
Anybody else want to buy anything?
Yeah. So this is we're fighting something in water, maybe?
More than likely, yes.
Can I buy some flash bombs? 5 of them?
You could. That'd be 250 gold.
Flash bombs are 100 gold each.
Are they? Okay, that's 500 gold.
Yes.
You're right. They are 5. They are. Yes, 500 gold.
Is it possible to buy a mega air filter? Since that's one of the items in your monster guide that gives breathable in any environment for 24 hours.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
it
that
should
would be
be.
useful.
That would be nice.
Yeah, they are 180 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Is there a scroll of water walking, Aaron?
No, they don't really sell scrolls.
Alright, mega air filter.
No, one may be provided.
That would be nice.
We need to go get Shop to tell the clerics to go stock scrolls.
And I guess I'll also get a potion of cold resistance.
Okay, potion of cold resistance. There's one potion of resistance left.
And I would like an adamant pill.
Okay. And
Oh, I can
pill
afford it.
is 200 gold pieces. Okay. Amellwind pill, you gain +2 AC for the next 10 minutes. Taking more than one Amellwind pill in time does not increase your AC beyond the +2 bonus it already provides. It just increases the duration.
I'm sorry, I was busy with some other things. What was the pricing on the resistance potion?
200.
Okay. So then 14.
Make sure this is actually set up.
Oh god, I can hear my stomach growling.
The question is now, which one of us will become Captain Ahab?
None of us are chasing a white whale.
The white gobel.
What if it's an Ivy Regiacris? The white Regiacris.
I feel like that's a little too high level for us right now.
It's a baby. It's a baby.
Remember, Aaron likes those tiny things.
I couldn't bring myself to kill the Gammoth. I had to catch it.
It was so cute.
I think I was in the group that decided to talk to it.
You were in the group that dropped a bunch of large barrel bombs on it, and then fell into a
I was
pitfall
in two
trap.
groups, Aaron. Two groups. Don't forget that. I was in a group that had a druid, and the druid's like, "I'll talk to it."
Yeah, they did. They brought it back to its Popo herd, and everything was resolved.
Technically failed the quest.
No, they succeeded because they stopped the avalanches.
Oh, okay.
The mission was
They just did it the
not the
peaceful way
hunt.
that
Yeah.
some people want.
That was not a fail. That was a success.
One does not simply fail his way into Mordor.
Make sure
You give a D&D player enough time, you'll find a way.
You roll enough nat ones, you'll end up somewhere.
Yeah, you'll end up failing against Eltroth.
Have you guys fought Altros? Is that what you keep talking about?
So no,
they,
the downtime
they do
action.
downtime hunts.
Yeah, they do downtime actions and hunt them to extinction, basically. That's,
No, they're hunting me to extinction this time.
It's just going to be Starship Troopers.
they're fighting back.
Well,
They're learning.
Don't worry. Eventually, you'll all have to fight a Giganoth.
No.
In town.
I'm banking on that happening after we get the Baleful Giginox stats. And Aaron will just fuck us up.
Happy
Oh, yeah.
Halloween!
Okay. Is there anything else you guys need to buy?
I think we're good.
Oh,
Should be fine.
all right then. Just did anybody buy that greater potion? I don't remember if anybody did or not.
Nope.
Nah.
All right.
I'm poor already. I don't need to be poorer.
Okay, so you guys finish kind of gathering your supplies. You have your mega air filter potions, your other stuff with you. Preparing yourself for as much as you can for when you head to the ocean itself. So I just as a reminder, there are rules for underwater fighting and stuff like that. We'll go over them. I guess now, in case you want to just do as a quick little adjustments to your that's what I'm looking for here. Any materials or stuff you want to bring. So we have when I actually get to, I didn't realize I don't actually have my underwater rules in the hunt. So I gotta pull it up to pull up the PDF. So monster.
Oh, see if I have anything that grants swim speed.
I do have a question because this was brought up earlier. The Great Baggy Pile, because it says when this weapon deals extra damage, even though it's in the armor slot. Do I have to get rid of that?
Wait, no, we'll deal with that later. You can leave it for now.
Okay.
I'll look at
one
it
extra
later.
damage.
Yeah, not that big of a deal. Let's see here. So, underwater rules. Here we go. I got to click for the link. So, when making a melee weapon attack, if a creature doesn't have a swim speed, they have disadvantage on attack rolls unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. So, insect glaive.
Mine count as short swords.
Yes, so yours count. So, insect glaive would also count in that. I think lances might also count in this case. Ranged weapons automatically miss a target beyond the weapon's normal range. Even against a target with against a target with a normal range, attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, net, or a weapon that is thrown like a javelin. Now, in the case of the heavy bowgun, it is based off the crossbow, so it does not have disadvantage. Just so you know.
Whew.
but you still cannot shoot beyond your normal range. That is not
With the feet, it's 400 feet anyways.
No, I don't believe it is. I believe your normal range is still 100. You just don't have disadvantage on attacks beyond your normal range.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
How does spellcasting work in water?
It's a spell. Magic.
Okay.
Creatures have resistance to fire damage
If
underwater.
there's no actual rule for that, is the funny part. Oh no, I lied.
Really?
No, creatures that I'm fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage. It is there.
Ah! So useless.
This is why there should be an ability to, like, for sorcerers to spend sorcery points to change the damage type of a spell.
Instead, the wizard gets it.
But yeah, so in this
And
case,
in a overpowered subclass.
your range is only 100 feet, just so you know, with the heavy bowgun. That's the only difference, because it does not make your normal range 400. It just makes it so your long range doesn't have disadvantage. So just so you're aware on that. That is the one thing you have to worry about. Also, if you don't have a swim speed, then you're moving at half movement.
Man, I should just die and come back as my Triton barbarian.
Right now, let's clear.
Snaps that, gets up, it's a fish.
All right, so you guys head to bed, get your rest for the night, wake up in the early morning, and head out to the ocean. In this case, we're going to assume the hunt you are doing is going to be taking place. I'm bringing you to the world map here. You guys are going to be on the pathway over here you're going to head from Coco Village over through Minegard, which takes about a day or so journey. And then take a little ways down to, we're going to say, we're going to put you over here by these little islands. We're going to say somewhere near Chico Sands. Where you are basically kind of like, the ship that's, drops you off and leaves so that they don't end up crashing to whatever this thing is. The area itself has a kind of a thin veil of like mist and fog. Nothing that's like you can't see through. It's just kind of slightly misty. As you arrive, it's early morning, probably somewhere around like 8 o'clock or so. The sun's still pretty low. It's nice and cool, comfortable temperature. As you arrive, let's go and swap you over to the map and get you actually on the map, because I haven't done that yet.
Do we get a nice sea shanty to go along with it?
No, not anymore. You were on a boat for a short period of time.
Can you drag us to the camp?
I have to actually get you guys on the map first.
Okay.
And the nice part is the camp is actually in the top left corner.
Ooh.
I know, strange, right?
Top left.
Making it easy to find the camp? What is this, Aaron?
Unacceptable, I know. So I'm going to give you guys your normal range. So in this case, Telato. We will be using dark vision beyond like 30 feet down below the water surface, just so you guys know. Has sight. Telato, we will give you this. Boom.
Ooh, we all mentioned if we have dark vision.
Yes, if you have dark vision, let me know, because that way I can set it proper.
I
I
believe
have dark vision.
I believe Ashmars have it.
Yes, they do.
I was like, check your features.
Haven't played one for 6 months.
Right.
In an old game.
Old Man Orc, do orcs have it?
Yes, we do.
Alright. So everybody in this group has dark vision of some sort. Telato's is just the superior version.
Warlock powers.
Yeah, he has that crazy stupid devil sight, which is like actually kind of busted when you think about it.
There we go. Alright, so you guys arrive at a small island where you are dropped off by the ship. When you arrive, there are 4 yellow tents already set up with you with any additional supplies that you had the guild scouts and other workers bring for you before you arrive. You see you're under a large tree, and in the far east side of the island, you see a small fire pit with some wooden logs as places to sit. There is also a large blue chest on the opposite side of the tree trunk itself. What do you guys do?
This might be the best camp I've ever had to stay at. Nice shady tree, the sound of the ocean.
Stinking plan.
This is a vacation.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go to the chest.
Okay. You head on over to the chest. In the chest, you find something. You find one scroll wound up tight. You find a potion of greater first aid for each of you, and 2 days rations. And that is all you find. There are no guild supplies provided on this hunt. So there's
Other than the potions.
There's no pickaxe, bug net, fishing pole, or herbalism kit.
There's nothing in there?
Nothing in there.
Okay.
Just potions of one potion of greater first aid for each of us, and a scroll.
Scroll. Oh, also, sorry, I meant to mention you do have a potion of water breathing. I did miss that. I can't read.
One potion of water breathing
Each.
total, or one for each? Okay.
Each.
Cool. Now it's up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit overkill.
I will hand the scroll to Viviana because as a spellcaster, I assume she can read it.
Yeah.
I don't know about Tolato though, because Tolato's edgy boy.
It's kind of like do the John Travolta like looking back, like all right, whatever.
Vivian, as you look at it, you open it up and you look at it. It is a scroll of. You know what? Give me an Arcana check. Let's have fun with this. We have 2 spellcasters.
What?
It is a scroll of water walking.
Yay!
Which was actually part of this hunt before you asked about it, just so you're aware.
Yay!
So you do have a scroll of water walking. You can, when you cast it, you can give water walking up to 10 other creatures, and it lasts for an hour, I believe. So, what do you guys do? We want to set rolls, or you want to? What do you want to do?
Oh, yes. Let's find rolls.
I'm a scout.
What a mixed group this is. This is going to be amazing.
I can't wait to see what the Trailblazer is.
Neither can I.
I want to be a trailblazer.
All
Yeah,
right,
like
I'll be.
waves our hands in the air, just like pointing it. When the word trailblazer gets mentioned.
I'll be spotter then.
All right, Tolato's picking spotter. That means Ezra
I
scout.
have this immense grin on my face as I say, as I pull my pot of pound out, it's time to cook.
I got you, old man.
Oh man.
Do some fishing.
Should be off. Okay. Do we want to determine? I would say in this case, I'm going to allow you guys to make your resource checks with any tools you have on you. In this case, obviously, it will still go to the group, and we'll determine how it's split at the end.
I have a herbalist kit on me, so.
Same.
Oh, I forgot. I
have a pickaxe and a fishing rod.
Well, you'll need that fishing rod for making us food.
I got spells.
Location step.
I got Ray of Frost and Firebolt, so I can cook something. Or freeze it.
I forgot I have I have a location stat block for this place now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I get to use it. I need to use it last time. It didn't exist. We're gonna make some rolls for fun. I'm gonna roll a d20 here. You know what? I'm feeling good. Legendary Orc. Roll me a d20 for no apparent reason.
Legendary Orc, got it.
Uh-oh. He's rolling that one.
Huge tropical storm incoming. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for that roll. Okay. So, as you guys kind of determine who's going to do what, Old Man Orc in your case, you are the cook. So you pull out your cooking utensils like you said you did. What are you planning on cooking for the group? You have access to all rank 1 and rank 2 foods to choose from.
So originally I was going to go for that thing, let's be shooting in water, but I was like, nah, it's not effective for everybody else.
Something with the swim speed effect.
I'm taking a look right now. If there's one that lets you breathe in the water.
So many ways to breathe, but no ways to swim.
No, there is. There's swim speed in there somewhere.
It's rank 3.
Oh.
Is it though? There should be a low rank one, I thought.
I remember something about like granting like a 5-foot swim speed.
Two ahead. I can increase your swim speed by 5 feet.
Rank 1 food and everything.
So that would have us swim at 20 feet, technically.
Yes, you would go up to 20 feet.
Horseshoe crab and increase your walking speed, which is half your increases your movement by 10 feet. So you're the same thing.
That is actually, but because you don't have an innate swim speed, anybody who doesn't have the proper weapons technically would have disadvantage. So that's the one thing to consider. So like the hunting horn would not do very well underwater.
All right.
It bloops.
All right. So you guys want some tuna head?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So as I pulled the fishing rod, I surprised everyone with slapping a sushi fish on the table that I already have.
Nice.
It's probably a little ripe.
Hey. I brought it from home. It's okay. It's orc cooking.
Fermented.
It's rotten sushi.
All right. I'm gonna take my hunter's knife. I'm gonna use my dexterity to cut the thing up nicely, like a professional chef.
Okay, so you're preparing the ingredients right at the bat.
Yep.
Okay, so you prepare. So you're gonna be preparing, cooking, and then plating it. That's your order. That's all you got then.
You gotta make fillets in some way.
All right. So the first thing, you cut it up all nice, finely, get all the meat off the bones, and toss the bones aside where there's like nothing left on them. What did you?
I get the firewood and start blow. I get what are those things called where you blow air into them?
Bolo.
Something like that. Yeah, the thing that you squeeze repeatedly blow air in. I pull one of those out somewhere and use my strength to use it to blow the fire up. Bellows, yeah. I'm gonna cook it this way.
You're gonna
strength.
Okay. I mean, you do it well enough. You think you're getting the proper like heat? Because the big problem with this isn't that so much as your strength, as being able to provide the proper amount of strength to get that good fire going.
She used the nest.
So.
And last but not least, I taste my creation, and I will use my cooking utensils for it.
Sadly, you are left on plating your meal, so you can't really taste it while you're like. I don't really think it counts. That would be like during the cooking it would be tasting it. So then you can try to be somehow you can use your constitution to plate it, which I'm not sure how you can do that. You might want to choose a different skill.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed your meal. It's about to hit the floor.
So
You know how you use your con? You use your con and you stuff it inside something else.
All right, I make a turducken with another fish. With some other meat. Wait, I use it with a part of rations. I'm gonna make a turducken with fish.
So I don't know how that works for constitution for you.
It takes a lot of effort. It's tiring trying to push a hot dog through like.
Is that what you're going with? I'm just gonna ask you that right now. Is that what you're going with?
Why not?
All right.
It's orc cooking. You never know what's going on.
You can make the roll at disadvantage. Go for it. Like it makes a difference. Somehow, magically, after like the sweat that you're like as you're wiping off, like you forgot to season it with a little bit of salt. So like you're wiping as you're like pushing it back in, so you're getting a little more saltiness into it. The rest of you look on like horror as he's doing this. He just like cuts a little bit of slit, just like rips it open so it's torn and it's ugly as hell. He is a 15. So he presents this all to you. It's got some kind of like rough like kind of quality to it where it's like, okay, this might be okay to like try. As you guys take a bite of the sushi fish and you just bite and you bite down, the first thing you get is like a crunch. As you get some of the bones from the head of the fish. In each of your basically like your sandwich, your meat sandwich. And it's kind of weird at first, but then like the different little like seasonings and herbs he puts into it just heighten the flavor and taste of it all, and it is actually quite wonderful enough to go and roll on the daily skill check or table. So it's a D20 plus a 1d6 minus 1. That's only for him.
Oh, okay.
And then you all get whatever he ends up rolling.
As long as it's not a storm again.
16. I mean, this isn't a super useful situation. This one, you guys get the feline lander. You always land on your feet when falling from a height greater than 10 feet. This does not prevent the damage you would fall, or you would still take. But so you guys cannot fall prone when you fall, basically.
My knees.
Yeah, you super.
So much falling gonna happen in the water.
I fall
What
to
we
this.
do is we do the superhero landing.
No, we're gonna get yeeted by orcas. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh god.
You land on
Yeah,
your feet
we
on the
do a
water.
Superhero landing.
Can I pick up a bunch of stones at this time? Just
Roll me a d4. Roll
D4.
me a d4. You find 2 worth skipping.
I didn't want them for skipping.
That's what you find.
Oh.
Sorry, in this case, it's like it's like being able to find a crap ton of them wouldn't make a lot of sense for the game. If that makes sense. But I'll give you 2.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, as you guys finish your extremely strange meal that makes no sense on how it was plated, you get ready to head out into the ocean area around this island. If I would, can I get my trailblazer Viviana to make the first survival check of the game?
First survival check. Here we go. I clicked it. What happened?
You got a 3.
Wow. Okay.
Rolling 2.
So, for those watching, just as an idea of how this works, if they succeed on the survival check for the Trailblazer, I roll a d20. If they fail, I roll a d10. A 3, in case you're all wondering, is a fail. And when I eventually, we did do a Foundry game recently that I was in, that I learned that you can do the whispers, like a blind roll to the DM, where when we eventually swap over to that program, you guys will be making your Trailblazer checks to me without knowing what you rolled. So same thing with your stealth and your perceptions on the scout. It's gonna be so much more fun.
Is it the same thing for cooking, so everyone has no idea how bad I messed up?
That's gonna be the fun part about it all. So that way it kind of gives that mystique to like this type of thing where you don't know what I'm actually rolling then. Because you won't know you rolled a 3. You might assume you rolled. But either way, in this case, you guys obviously know you fail. I make my roll and I determine what happens in the areas. So, as you head out into the water it's got a slight chill to it. It's not so cold that you're gonna like freeze without like a hot drink. It's it's tropical water.
How deep?
As you walk into the water itself, you get it probably about 15 feet out before it starts to actually start to swim. And as you make your way further out, it starts to drop off to about. Give me a perception check. Everybody, give me a perception check. We'll do a good perception.
Passive perception?
No, just perception. Okay. As a group, you can rough guess it's probably 40 or 50 feet down. You can still kind of, since you all have dark vision, you can see where it kind of goes to like grayscale almost, and you can see like the rocks on the bottom as you head out into the water itself.
Can I, for the sake of this, just not go in the water and cast Ray of Frost and just make a path for myself? I don't want to get wet.
You want a Ray of Frost?
Yeah,
this is the character that isn't a cat.
Yeah, just Ray of Frost, a path for myself.
So I'm going to say sure, but you're in no way quiet ever while doing it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You're basically like Ray of Frosting one little thing. And then I'm gonna say right now, depending on you're basically they're quite wobbly. It's not like you're making a big old 5-foot thing. You're like spraying the spots where your feet like basically touch as you're going.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So for the time being, sure you can. Is Viviana is kind of awkwardly like moving on the going over the waves.
Let's go.
You know, give me at the start of this because you know there's gonna be waves coming in onto the shore. Give me a acrobatics check to see if you're able to keep your balance as you're kind of dealing with these first initial waves, or if you fall in the water right away.
10.
You are barely able to hold on. There's one point where we're all watching her, and she like is on one foot on one part of it, and she sprays and like gets her foot down right before she just face plants into the water. But you guys do get out a little ways, and at this point, Azra, I need your stealth and perception.
All right. Dell. I walk and I just walk until I'm under the water and I vanish.
Okay, so you start swimming underwater. You have not taken your potion yet, so you do have a number of a limited amount of time before you have to get some breath.
How much? How long can I hold my breath? It's equal to my con mod, right?
It's 1 plus your con modifier in minutes.
Okay, so 4 minutes.
You can hold your breath for 4 minutes. Yeah. So,
Not bad.
I am a beefy rogue.
Mm-hmm. So as you kind of make your way into the area, swimming about how far down are you swimming?
I'm probably about 5 feet below the surface.
Okay, just curious. So you are, in a sense, you're stealthy to a point of if something's not looking up or not in the same height of you, you're able to hide. Otherwise, you're kind of just out in the open, just as a heads up for the scout in these areas. But as you kind of start to swim out, you see a large cat-like fish along the bottom, so about 50 feet down, kind of swimming about. And as you make your way a bit further in, you see a few more. They have not seemed to notice you yet, but you do see them. You also see a few lights.
Say lights
Yeah.
under the water.
Under the water, like on the ground.
Interesting.
Ahead.
Am I I'm gonna pop my head out of the water. Am I close enough to the party that they can see me?
Yeah,
still?
reasonably, we're gonna assume you're about the distance you're at with the group.
Okay. I'll pop my head out and motion them to come over and say, there's big catfish along the bottom and some lights. And then I'm gonna drink one of my potions of water breathing.
Okay.
How long does the water breathing last for?
1 hour.
Ooh, and we only got one.
1 each, yeah.
That is why I bought stuff, some at the store.
Okay. Viviana is just gonna make a little platform to stand on and not move this entire fight. And she's gonna drop depth charges, so have fun with that.
Jesus. We're
And she
50 feet
flash
below the
bombs in her hand.
surface.
Hey, flash bombs in hand, you know?
Alright. So you yeah, I mean they haven't noticed you yet. What do you guys do?
I push Vivian's raft.
You slide 5 feet back towards the shore. I'm assuming he meant push you, not like escort, not escort you.
Yeah, no, he's going to put his hands on it and kick with his little feet, and he's gonna make it into a motorboat.
I might as well drink my water potion. My potion of water breathing.
Okay.
Dyslexia.
You should have just cut down the tree and made a raft.
So you guys, I mean, they haven't noticed you or anything like that. They're not making any kind of attacks against you at this point. I mean, the rest of the group is pretty far away. What do you guys do?
I mean, fish, right?
Yeah, they're just kind of swimming around on the bottom.
I mean, they don't pose a threat. Can we just ignore them?
Yeah, I'll just start leisurely swimming if that's just going at it. Doing
They
like a
haven't.
backwards jellyfish motion, like
I mean, they haven't really provoked us. We don't have to attack them. They're on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm not gonna attack them until they attack me, but I'm gonna have one of my swords readied just in case.
Okay.
I'm doing the Jar Jar Binks swim right now.
Ooh.
Okay. So you guys start making your way in that direction. Looking about, there are those two like bright lights down on the bottom of the ocean floor, kind of around where they're at. But you do also notice a path to the south where you can completely avoid these things if you wanted to and head south.
I like that idea. Let's go that way.
Land,
Is that what?
please.
Because I'm the Pathfinder and none of you objected to this, I'm going to just point in that direction. And we're going to go that direction because nobody's saying anything.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. So
All
you
right.
We'll go with it.
Okay. So as you is choosing to kind of leave that as it is, you decide to head south. As if would my Trailblazer please make a survival roll.
All right, here we go. Get ready, boys and girls.
This is-
Survival.
This is gonna be a Telato hunt.
Ha ha! Better.
Barely.
oh, I'm just chilling. I don't know.
All right. You guys head south. As Ezra, if you would, as you continue to swim a little ways, give me that stealth of perception once again. 25. All right. So, Ezra, you head south.
I would also just like to note that Azrar has swimming goggles on right now.
Okay. So you can
Don't need
see
salt
better.
in his eyes.
We'll assume everybody spent the 1 silver and has taken precaution on that. So you enter into an area where you're at in this space with a 22 perception. You notice kind of in these, this is like a large like reef, a bunch of plant life and stuff like that, all kind of along the surface itself. You see an anchor kind of like covered over by this plant life that's been there for a long time. It's only about 30 or so feet down in this area. It's kind of the sea level has risen a little bit. But you do notice kind of just on the edge of your view, you see kind of a curved like shape that's poking out of the grass or the plant like
Kelp.
kelp. Thank you. I could not think of the word right now.
Seaweed
Yes.
also works.
Leave me alone.
Kelp.
So you do see that as you kind of enter into this area.
I will swim a bit further in and and sort of be on the level of the kelp. So I'm swimming through it, hopefully not getting tangled up.
No, it's pretty it's kind of viney-ish like, but it's not it breaks very easily.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I have my sword out to cut if need be.
Mhm.
I'm gonna advance to see what the shape was.
Sure. So as you kind of get closer to it, it's kind of round and curved. And it's sticking out of the kelp itself, and it kind of vanishes below it. Yeah, you're about it where you're at right now is where you would see it.
Yeah. I would like to make an investigation check to try and figure out what it is.
Sure. Give me an investigation check. All right. So, do you like just look at it? Do you touch it? What do you specifically do?
I'm gonna get up close to it and like feel it and look at it in depth.
Sure. So, you go up to it, you touch it. It's really smooth. It's got a bunch of different kind of colorations in it, patterns and shapes. I mean, realistically, to you, it looks like a crab shell, a really large crab shell.
I've had bad experiences with big crabs.
I haven't.
Well, I will leave it be and go swim back and get the others and tell them about the weird stuff in the kelp.
Okay, so you return to the others.
So how was your trip up the lazy river?
Well, there's a big kelp patch. There's an anchor in it, and this weird like brightly colored like crab shell or something.
What?
Really large.
Yeah, really large.
Like how big are we talking? Like surface level wise?
You only touch the top of it in this case, so I mean, it's still at least 3 feet wide from the top that was poking out of the kelp.
Fuck.
It's the CR30 crab. It turns out, just sleeping there.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Well, is there another direction we can go?
Home.
how high does these rocks poke out of the water?
Those rocks, those are not necessarily poking out of the water. They're just like a higher surface. It's probably like 10 feet or so before they like above the or below the water.
Okay, so I'm still swimming regardless. Darn it.
Correct.
This is not my element.
Can we just go past it?
And your cat is wet.
Yeah, like we're not bothering it. It's not bothering us, man. Why we gotta, mess up its sleepy times?
Does this look like something that would cause the problems? I mean, there was a sunken ship. There was
Well, it didn't mind me touching it, so either it's not alive or it's asleep.
Yeah,
Calm out.
you know it's definitely alive.
Eh,
When did you ever run into something big, intact, pristine condition that's not alive?
Sometimes they die of old age.
You know what? I'm hungry. I want some crab eggs or crab legs.
Well, I'm gonna go back into the kelp, and you guys are free to follow me.
I will watch your back. Also, hey, Viviana, I was just wondering, like, do you have like a preferred method of damage, or
Looking at very puzzled.
like you're a spellcaster, right? Do you do a lot of like fire, cold,
Shrugs.
poison?
Shrugs.
All right.
You do drug magic.
I'm just wondering, man, because like my horn, my sweet baby boy, my little doot doot can help out with that.
Can your dude make me walk on water?
Not at this level. I think it's actually next level.
I think it's at rare, yeah.
Sorry, man.
Speaking outside of character, I'm built more for utility. So
Drugs.
Yeah, all right. So poison. Copy that.
not really drugs, no.
Hard drugs.
Old Man Orc's gonna see how heavy this anchor is, and if it's even possible for him to lift it.
Give me a strength check.
Yo, I want to give him a good old skill up doot doot.
Give him a skill up doot doot. +1. 10.
Some bubbles come out of your horn.
We hear the music pop out from above as they breach the surface. So you go to try to pick this thing up, Old Man Orc. It is far too big. It's probably about 20 feet wide, like kind of what you see here. You try to lift it, and you're already like you can kind of budge it slightly on like the one anchor, like just the tip of it you can move. That's all you can do.
If I was stronger, I was gonna use it as a weapon.
I know you rolled bad. It's your fault. So,
I blame you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a turtle shell just for a thing,
Placer.
just to give you. I guess it really would be like this. It would be like it's like sticking out of it, and then whatever else is like hidden down below it.
Viviana dares not go farther than this.
Yep, and I would say the kelp itself looks to be between like 5 and like 10 feet tall.
I'm perfectly fine. I'm moving.
Can I see this from on top of the water or no?
Yeah, you all have dark vision, so you can definitely see it.
I can see into the water. I'm not in the water, I'm on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty calm. You have some like waves, but you're not. There's no wake really to hit like shorelines here.
Okay, I would like to cast light on one of the stones I had and throw it near the rock
Okay.
crab monster thing.
Cast light on a thing.
Like, boom. One of my 2 stones just boop.
Okay, you have cast light.
Anything happen?
No. If you were throwing it right at the shell, or you throwing it near the shell.
I don't know. In a general vicinity?
No. So you throw it, and I mean, nothing rises up out from under the kelp or anything like that.
How long does it take for a sonic bomb to go off? Out of curiosity.
I mean, as soon as it
Or,
hits,
I'm sorry, flash bomb.
as soon as it hits something.
Okay, so if I were to throw it, would it blow up on top of the water?
No, because that wouldn't make sense. I mean, no. I would let it go through.
So I can depth charge it.
Sure.
Okay, I'm ready.
Wait, what do you guys do?
Like standing there tossing a flash bomb, looking at somebody to get me to go ahead.
I'm gonna cover my eyes.
You know what? That's just as good enough as a signal for me, Aaron. I throw my flash bomb in that area.
All right.
Now that I can clearly see what's...
Make me a dexterity check. Straight dex.
Nope.
You throw, it hits. Boom, it bounces off the shell. This one was a dud.
I was
I think
expecting
you need
it
to get
to
your money
flash,
back.
Viviana's face.
Huh. That was disappointing. Maybe I just
Anticlimactic.
threw it in the wrong spot. Let me try this again.
It did hit the shell.
This time I'm going to throw it where I appear to be in front of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Same thing. It's still dex. Not even a save. It's actually a dexterity check.
Alright,
10. So you throw. It hits the shell. Big old flash. A few fish like scatter in different directions. Some slam into rocks and stuff like that, start floating up. But nothing else happened.
Alright, fuck this. Let's walk past this. Obviously nothing's going to happen.
So yeah,
Oh,
If you say so.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna... Wait, are we going a different way, or...
Nope. Keep going forward.
Okay.
Flying
Direction.
forward. There are like 3 directions to go.
Well, I'm just gonna keep going the way I'm going right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
All right.
Well,
As,
I'll back up my boy.
as you guys start to move in further, you do see that this comes to like a dead end.
That's all cool.
Well, I mean, like, there's no shoreline, so there's really no dead end.
We're using a map with a dead end.
I stand on top of the shell as my first bit of actual footing.
You
All right, just gonna back up from there.
You stand
Yeah,
up on the shell. You're standing on it.
I feel
Or
absolute
is the
relief
shell
as I'm out of the
standing
water.
on you?
No, you're not out of the water, but you're standing on the shell.
He has become shell.
Aw.
Because remember, it's 30
Use
feet,
Crabe.
30 feet up, and the shell is only about poking out about 10 feet above the kelp, or not 10 feet above the kelp. The kelp is only about 10 feet tall at most, and you're on that, which is only maybe like another 2 feet or so. So you're still like 8 feet short of the surface.
I get back off the shell. It's not worth it.
And as you step off the shell, you kick it trying to swim up, and it shifts. And Azra, from your position, you see a slight, like crack, like a hole, that's kind of revealed as it's moved from the kelp.
Hmm.
Well, that's as good as a reason I need to leave, right? How about we leave?
I kind of want to poke it.
No,
I kind of want to see where this goes.
no, I don't.
If we can use it as a mount, if it's a creature, we'll walk the rest of the way.
When has that ever been a good idea?
Never,
Hey.
but it's fun. I'm gonna knock on it. Like,
What are you gonna speak? You're just gonna knock on it.
yeah, like da 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 da.
You get no response.
Can I take a closer look at the crack?
Yeah, it's kind of like a small little hole in it. Do you like move the kelp and stuff out of the way, or are you just kind of like trying to investigate what's above?
I'll move some of the kelp out of the way.
So as you kind of push the kelp out of the way, the little crack reveals a large hole, and that kind of splinters down further deeper into the kelp itself. There is nothing inside of the shell.
Hey, it's empty.
I think he's trying to talk to us, but he's underwater, so I don't know.
You think we gotta save him?
I think it's fine. My special eyes see that the shell is empty.
Send him a message saying, "Get out of there."
Oh man.
I just sort of shrug and I guess I swim away.
The shell itself, just to give you an idea, is kind of like look into it, goes basically down to the surface itself. But there's like a chunk of it missing from the kelp that you can see. But on the inside, you can see it goes down to the bottom. There's kelp growing under it too. You see a bunch of little itty bitty. You would have seen like a bunch of little itty bitty baby crabs like inside the shell, like hiding.
Oh well.
This was uneventful.
Huh.
There's an anchor here. There might be a boat nearby. Who knows if it had cargo?
This is not the time to get cargo.
You never know.
Escarp. All right. So, Viviana, there are two pathways as you look. One to the west, kind of as the current kind of pushes that way, leads to some large rocks. You do see you see these the sea floor start to fall further and further away as it kind of goes out of sight. Eventually to the west.
That way?
Yes, you also see a pathway this way with some more smaller rocks. The sea level stays about the same, about 30, 40 feet or so. But this one definitely falls away into the depths.
Let's go over here. He drank his potion. He needs to swim deeper in the water. We gotta get some usefulness out of it.
Okay. Go
I
ahead.
still have 2 other potions anyways, so.
Go ahead and give me that survival check.
Alright. It's nice knowing you, whoever is about to go die. Or not.
So wait for it to appear. Roll 20. Oh, wow. So,
Ooh.
on a natural 20, I roll 2d20, take the highest of the two.
He's gonna roll 2 nat ones.
That is a heavy dice.
It's a metal dice. This is awesome. I'm supposed to be getting a couple more here soon.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, as Azrar, Viviana sends you towards the depths.
Okay, stealth and perception.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yep.
I can live with these rules.
I have a plus 11 to stealth, so it's hard for me to roll below a 10. In fact, it's impossible.
So, Azrar, as you head into the depths themselves, Are you swimming on the surface? Are you swimming just below the surface? How are you swimming? Just to give me an idea here.
I'm probably swimming 10 feet below the surface right about now.
Okay. So, as you kind of head into this area, you see some of the more kelp kind of in different areas. You eventually hit a spot kind of where you're at right now, where the seafloor below you can no longer see. It is too far down for you to be able to see anything. Since it's beyond your 60-foot dark vision. There are fish kind of swimming back and forth here and there. There are no real, like, there's nothing dangerous. There's no large catfish. There's no bloodroth or other amphibians or other aquatic creatures that you would consider dangerous as you're kind of entering in the area. But you obviously cannot see below you all the way. What do you do?
I'm gonna move a bit further forward just to see see if anything pops out at me, and if it doesn't, I will go back and tell the others it's good to come over.
Yeah. I mean, you move a little ways, you kind of swim around a little bit, test the waters. Nothing seems to come up and try to eat you. Nothing comes like out from your vision off to the distance. Nothing like that. As far as you can tell, it's safe.
Okay. And yeah, I will swim back to the rest of the party and tell them that it's good to come forward. Nothing too crazy.
Good shit, man.
Well, I continue to make my little walking path over there because I refuse to go underwater. And I'll park about here.
Alright, so you're sitting, above. Same thing with you. As you get to the point, you cannot see the surface. Tolado, on the other hand, you can see down below into the depths themselves with your superior dark vision. It's just on the edge of kind of what you can see. You see down below, you can kind of make out what we see on the screen, where you see just this large, massive, old, like, fossilized skeleton that's on the ocean floor. You do notice as you guys begin to swim a little bit further south towards the middle of this area, Pilato, you see the best way to describe it is a shrine in the middle of this area at the very bottom of this section. It is, give me a description of this here. Let's see here. Give me a. It's too hard to say. You can just see kind of like a made structure at this point. It's a statue of a person or a humanoid-like thing at the bottom of the seabed.
Oh, cool, guys. Like, as I'm just kind of like lazily drifting there. Hey, like, I see something down there. I think it's like an altar. And I'll just like swim down just a little bit, just like
Does it
proceed into the water.
Viviana perks up and is like, altar. Magic?
Altar Roth.
Oh.
Ooh.
Shivers up a spine.
Viviana definitely wants to touch it.
So I'll begin just lazily going down.
Yeah, you just no splash as you just like float down. Your feet go down. You start swimming down to the sea floor. All right, is everybody else following?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll follow.
So Vivian dives down, and you all start swimming down. You reach the bottom of it. It only takes 120 feet movement. It probably takes you 30 seconds or so, roughly, to get down there. When you do, you see a statue of a Triton, holding a Triton. Trident. Aha.
A trident?
Yes, trident. You see on the kind of on the base of where it's standing, you see a conch shell with another trident like in front of it, kind of as like a symbol.
Okay, so this is definitely an altar to one of the gods. I can't remember which was like the god name, but I think it's like the Keeper of the Depths.
Can I like roll this to see if I know this?
Give me a religion check.
Can it be Arcana?
It can be religion.
You said,
In this case, this one's not an Arcana one. This is a religion one.
I'll just rotate
Well,
around
to
it,
be-
and I guess I'll. Yo,
I will
like
also roll religion. Just to be safe.
catch.
I will give you
Thank you,
advantage
man.
for player remembering stuff of the lore that I've made up. Old Man Orc, if you wish to also.
I look at this thing, wonder what I know about religion, and then attempt to roll.
Perfect.
I know nothing.
So
man, you guys are all dumb.
not
And yet I
too-
still have the highest plus to religion out of everyone here.
the +2. That's so good. So yeah, no. In general, you guys aren't really too familiar with it. Maybe on Ezra, in your cases, you do recognize it as at least a symbol as the Guardian of the Depths, which was the creator of the Tritons themselves.
Ooh, I want to touch it.
Viviana like brushes past
Try to
Telato.
touch the trident. Just like push them out of the way and touch the trident.
So
It's good luck.
it
Good luck, everybody.
well, as you like touch the trident, it begins to glow, kind of sending out like a radius of light just out in all directions. It flashes. You feel a surge of energy through you. Would you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Ooh, uh-oh.
Oh no.
So as you feel it, the power kind of overwhelms you a bit. You lose half of your breath as it leaves you. But as you do, I got the right thing here.
So,
Yep.
Viviana literally just jumped in past everyone to go touch a
And it
mysterious
just
statue.
Hell yeah.
Viviana, you as you kind of like react backwards, you actually move at a much faster speed than you were used to before.
I'm going to swim to the surface now.
As you look at your hands, they have webbing between the fingers. Your feet, also. I mean, I'm assuming you guys aren't wearing shoes since you're in the ocean. Are also webbed themselves. You start swimming up to the surface at your normal movement speed.
Nice. I don't drown. It's great.
I will give it a touch then too.
Go for it.
Okay, con save.
All right, Azar. So you you recoil a little bit as you touch it, like just fear of it. Same thing. Like the light radiates out, the trident glows, and you feel empowered. You're able to now swim at equal to your movement speed.
Hell yeah.
So 35 movement speed now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because we get a +5 to our swim speed.
Correct.
I beseech thee, Zebra, give me protection, and I'll touch it.
You touch it, con save.
Man, that +10 to our walk speed actually would have been good for this, because then we'd have a 40-foot swim
Hey,
speed.
when you take a short rest, you could technically change it. The artist can cook again.
Yeah, but you gotta go back to the start.
Telato, same. No, you can if you guys can find. Yeah, if you guys can find a place that's not that one place, to actually cook a meal, you're good. Telato, same thing. Light radiates, trident glows. You have a swim speed equal to your movement speed, if it's not already higher.
Feel the current, swimming brass, and then I'll just like drift off.
Old Man Orc sees everyone else having a good time touching statues, but is a bit creeped out by the webbing.
Mm-hmm. Do you touch it?
Old Man Orc is going to reluctantly touch it.
All right, Omenarch, same situation. And just as the extra little hidden parts of this shrine, you each can cast the water breathing spell once. And
sick.
melee and range attacks no longer attack with disadvantage, even beyond their normal range. So you actually can use your heavy bowgun at.
I can play the game!
Wait, how long does the spell last, Aaron?
duration of the hunt. The water breathing is an hour. The movement speed is to the duration of the hunt.
Oh. Well, it's not ready for the water breathing yet.
A blessing.
Swear like a fish.
Well, I will cast the spell then again later once this potion runs out before I use another potion. Because I would rather save on my investment.
So as all of this is happening, Viviana, I need you to actually I'll just roll it. I'm gonna whisper roll. What is your AC?
Whose?
Yours, Viviana.
Oh, it's on my thing. 14.
14. Okay. So as you like rise to the surface and you're kind of sitting up there, kind of catching your breath, you are hit by this like purple like mucus.
Ew.
You take 9 points of poison damage,
Ew.
and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I don't like this.
Hard drugs.
So you are not poisoned. As you look up into the sky, you see two Pookie kind of flying around. One's diving down towards you right now.
What the fuck's a Pookie Pookie?
They're the
about to find out.
gecko-looking ones from World.
It is a bird wyvern with a long, almost chameleon-like tongue. That is completely green. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. How will this work?
They eat seeds
Boom.
with their dicks.
Wait, what was the AC on that there?
It was a 20 is what I rolled.
Yeah, no reason to shield.
So that's what you see coming diving down towards you.
Yeah. Down periscope, I suppose.
Panic. Whew, you start swimming down. Everybody else is still below the surface at this point.
Sink down. Cast that water breathing spell.
Okay. Cast water breathing on yourself. Can you cast it on more than one person? That's the question.
No, I didn't say water walking, not the spell scroll.
Well, I think water breathing also lets you cast it on more than up to 10 people also.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that as a level 3 spell.
Water breathing can also be cast as up to 10 people, and you have that spell because of the shrine.
Oh, me specifically?
Everybody does. Everybody
We
has
all
one.
do.
Oh, well, he already cast it.
We have 4 casts.
Oh no, I haven't cast it.
You had a potion.
I was saying that once my potion runs out, I will cast it on myself.
I'll cast it on everybody.
Right. So you target everybody gets water breathing, can breathe underwater. You can speak since you can breathe underwater. I'm gonna let you guys speak underwater also.
I still don't talk. Unless
We
there's
are Aquaman.
I can fight!
Yeah, unless
Feel
there's
the
fireballs out of the water.
currents.
Like missiles.
So what do you guys do?
I'm firing firebolts.
Up through the surface.
Water, yes, like missiles. Out of the water. Boop.
Okay. We're gonna try to determine. So how far below the surface are you gonna be?
I'd probably be 10 feet below the surface. It seems like a good bullet-absorbing depth.
Okay, so you swim down, you cast it because you have to be within 30 feet of them, so you have to swim down like 12 to 18 seconds or so.
How high are they in the air?
Well, one swoop down, swoop back up. They're going to be somewhere probably around 100 feet or so, just circling.
100 feet? What? Can I Ray of Frost down here?
I mean, you can try. So you swim down, you swim back up, and then you can release a blast towards one. Since you're underwater trying to shoot a creature above water with the ripples, this can be. I mean, you're effectively blinded, so you can make the roll at disadvantage. 17.
Suck it. I got great aim.
That still would hit. So yeah, so one they're circling and one just gets hit, and you see them start to like fly away. Go and roll your damage though.
They're dicks.
And
They
it
like
gets
to
half
bully
movement
smaller
speed.
creatures.
It's not half movement. It's like -5.
But I
Reduced
think
by
it's
10.
stacked. Oh,
Reduced by 10 feet area.
Okay, so it's the either way. They still start to fly off after it gets hit the one time, and you are not resurfacing. So, as you guys have finished that, you're swimming around, enjoying yourselves, being able to talk and everything. What do you guys do? There are rocks and bones and all
Did
sorts
they
of
give us
stuff
a
in this
health
area.
potion, Aaron, or no?
Yeah, we're given a greater potion of first aid. Which is
Maybe we
great.
got like a shitty potion?
I mean, I have 4 shitty potions.
Can I get a shitty potion?
I guess. Are you gonna reimburse me?
If you're about to die, I'll heal you.
Cool. Works for me.
Okay.
I toss Viviana a potion of healing and hope it doesn't drain out in the water.
I put a straw in it.
Put a straw on it.
All right, what do I roll?
2d4 plus 2.
4 plus 2. Hey, look! 7 HP.
Okay.
That's a lot better.
Tolato's really enjoying just swimming in a circle around you guys as you're conversing.
All right,
Yeah, man,
let's keep on going.
I'm just like Crush at this point, just like just keep swimming, bruh.
All right, let's keep on moving.
Oh man. Okay.
All right, where are we going next? As I'm now enjoying my time in the water.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Why do I see a
swimming,
chest
swimming.
on your thing, Aaron?
Just where?
Oh, never mind.
Man, this is a big fucking zone. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. So you
It's large and in charge.
Yeah.
So this way you see
It's a
more
little too large
bones.
for the guy.
An old wyvern skeleton on the floor, crushed by old rocks.
Wait.
Ooh.
Can I cast light on somebody? Would somebody be okay with that?
Sure.
Not the rogue.
Old man orc?
I'm gonna dive down to that skeleton and see what's down there.
Great. Before he does that, I'm gonna smack him on the back and cast light.
Okay, old man orc, you are glowing. You're a glowing beacon of food. You head down.
I'm
No,
delicious.
you head down to the skeleton. What are you doing?
Seeing if there's any bones whatsoever.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
These bones will provide a very unique ecosystem. I'd try to look for underwater plants if possible.
Yeah, you definitely can. Go ahead and there's some kelp and stuff a little bit to the north. You just passed by that. There's definitely a chance to give me an investigation. Old man orc. Sadly, the bones you find are either too big or they're crushed and broken, where there's no value.
Quality.
Tolato, in this case, like the kelp that you're searching through this
So
area,
they're all jumbo bones?
they're all useless.
Gargantua
Oh.
bones.
They're just too old, brittle, and waterlogged. Tolato, in your case, you're looking through the kelp. You can't find anything but kelp.
Well, I'll try to figure out what the wyvern is later.
Haha, butt kelp.
I don't appreciate that joke.
That's when it gets too hot.
So,
Yeah.
as you are traveling, you do see Tolato. You're probably the one who can make it out the easiest right now. You see 3 pathways. You see one to the northwest. You see one directly to the west.
I see land.
But you see land to the southwest.
I like land. Y'all like land?
It's all right. I've started to like water now. I don't mind it all that much anymore.
Wait, you guys can stay in the water. I'm going to land. I'm making decisions.
I feel as though that I'm getting used to my
Some food?
sea elf heritage right now.
All right. Viviana would like to go to the land and see what's up there.
All right, I need a new Trailblazer check, if you would, please.
Question is, will our scout go up there or not? What am I rolling? Trailblazer?
It's survival. 13.
Yeah. Better than what I have been rolling.
Okay. So,
I guess I'll go up there.
all right. Stealth check, Ezra, if you would, please.
Wait a minute. I just recall that there were Pookie flying around. Maybe they flew to this island.
Well, stealth, perception. I slowly slide out of the water like an apex predator.
Mm-hmm. Get under like the tree itself, hide up, for anything above or
Yeah.
the other side. So as you kind of enter and reach this area, Azrar, you see it's a small little island. There is a broken, like sunken rowboat on the far end side of it, and there's a large like the entire area to your right is, or to your east is basically just kelp, but within the kelp you see lights.
More lights.
Get is that sailboat, buddy?
Well, it's broken.
It's a broken rowboat.
Is it fixable?
I don't know. I don't know anything about carpentry.
Y'all suck.
Excuse you.
Y'all talk about things I want to do.
I'm gonna go back to the shore, and I'm gonna stick my head under the water to talk to them.
Yeah.
Be like, hey guys, there's more kelp on the other side. There's a bunch of lights in there. Also, there's a busted boat here, but it's worthless.
I can try to fix it up if anyone's got tools.
I don't.
I don't have carpentry tools, my dude.
You got smith tools?
I do.
I'll try my hand with those.
Do I trust you? Yeah, let's go with it.
Maybe they're just tools.
So you guys
still in the water, but I hand him the smith's tools,
like
just
sword in the
still under the water.
sword in the stone, like just hand out of the water,
Yeah.
lady in the lake.
I am not going to get caught with my pants down again. I would like to keep watch during whatever they're doing into the sky.
Okay.
I'll pull the boat underneath the tree, and I will attempt to start repairing said tree. The tree, the boat.
Okay. You're gonna definitely probably have to knock the tree over because you guys have no supplies to like patch it at all.
That's not that hard. How hard could it be?
I'm gonna go in the water. I'd rather not be there when the cover is gone.
You'll be fine.
I'm a rogue. I survive by being paranoid.
Okay.
I'm also curious.
I ask our resident magic caster for cantrips to help me knock this tree down.
Yeah, Ray of Frost to weaken one of the sides.
And I will continuously ram into it.
Okay.
It's Minecraft.
Obviously. So I will give you. Go ahead and make. I'm just gonna let you do it because there's no point in making you make rolls. So yeah. So you Ray of Frost it, weakening it. He crashes into it. It takes a little bit of time. It makes a crap ton of noise. So it's the first time you go running, just boom, run into it. You can't use, you say the vocational part of the spell, Ray of Frost, and once more time he runs forward, boom. And at that exact same point, I need to make a couple things here.
Oh God.
All right.
That's where I get to drop a tree on a monster.
The tree has not broken yet.
If only. I don't like that D2 roll, Aaron.
So as being, you're obviously looking at the sky every time you Ray of Frost, and you look back at the sky, kind of keeping an eye on things. And Azrar, you feel something around your leg.
Oh, fuck me.
Bye, buddy.
Make sure it's not
I
showing.
look down to see what it is.
Hold on.
Oh?
16?
Oh no.
Cthulhu.
16 just hits.
So 16. You guys, it's a lot of, you're kind of like, so you watch just Azrar just get pulled under the water. As Azrar, you take 14 points of slashing damage.
Oh my god.
As you come face to face with a large creature with a spongy-like mane, as it has you wrapped around in one of its claws.
Oh, this fucker.
You do
Why
not.
did you have to hide in the
In this
water?
case, you don't necessarily have to take the save because he's not like slashing at you; he's grabbing you. So it's a grapple instead.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he has you currently. You are grappled. He pulls you underwater. As you look, you see farther through the kelp, kind of splitting and spreading from the lights that are down below. You see 3 other Ludroth kind of moving in your direction. Let's go and roll for initiative.
Well, I have advantage on all initiative rolls, so that is awesome. Woot woot. Well, it doesn't matter anyways. I got it correct.
Nice.
Yes, you can escape and get out of the water this time.
So this is what you see, Azrar. Everybody else, you just see maybe a little bit of kelp moving a little bit awkwardly. You see like a spot where Azrar was once at is just like an empty hole with water kind of like, the wake going in all directions. But you also heard the bloop as he went underwater. And let's get some battle music going.
Why'd you have to hide in the water, dude?
Have you also rolled for an initiative for the Ludroth?
I have not rolled for them yet, no.
Oh no!
Natural 20!
Oh, you fuck.
Ooh, it was close.
Well, I still act first.
It was close. I didn't get a natural 20. I got a 21 though. I think I got a 5 for that. Alright, so the first person to go is Azrar.
Okay, I take my sword that I had out and I jam it into, or I attempt to jam it into the thing's face.
Okay. 27. So yeah, you stab at it, right in right under its eye, as you deal 10 points of damage to it.
And it has me grappled, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I can't disengage from it. So I'll use my item interaction to pull out my offhand blade and stab it again.
Okay. For 6 points of damage. Okay. It is now its turn. So it is going to update this one. So it starts to pull you down deeper and away from the group at half speed. So it pulls you 20 feet in this direction.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And then it is going to attack you with its claws twice. One's just gonna squeeze you, the second one's gonna actually rake across you. 24 and then a 8. So the one where it's squeezing you.
So yeah, I don't have to make a save.
Correct, and this would be bludgeoning damage in this case. So 14 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus, another 14.
You all see the kelp itself part and split as Azrar is getting pulled deeper into the kelp itself.
Blood starts to pool around the surface.
Tolato, you are up.
I kind of quickly surface. I'm like, "Yo, Azrar's getting fucked up over there." So.
And I would say everything below is also heavily obscured. You can't see from above.
Okay. So then, would it be? I would love to get a 30-foot cube, as indicated by the blue square.
Okay.
For the hypnotic pattern.
Okay. I would say
20 feet.
I would say that's possible because you do have a reasonable idea of where that, because the kelp is moving around above. So I would say that's perfectly fine.
So they need to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. They got this. That's a fail on the royal. 1, 2, 3. But all of them failed as per usual.
And I'm just gonna be fucking next to Azra, dude, you okay?
Yeah, it lets go. It just turns stares and is let's go of you. Azra, it's just looking at this pattern that's happening through the kelp.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, buddy. I fucking fist bump him, and then that's the end of my turn.
Alright, so your turn ends. Old Man Orc, you are up.
So I can't see anything here.
No, you can currently not. You saw the kelp move, and you saw Tolato cast a spell and then swim under the water, and then find Azra. You don't actually see him find it, but you saw him swim under the water.
Yeah, since I can't see anything really, I go to climb up the tree using my magic spider climb abilities, pull my gun out, and as soon as I see something that needs to get shot, I will shoot it.
Fair.
Is the tree still up, Aaron?
Yeah, the tree has not been knocked down. It's only been hit twice.
Okay.
All right. Viviana.
Has Viviana seen what's going on?
I mean, yeah, you got an idea from Talato mentioning stuff, seeing him cast spells. There's obviously something going on.
Alright.
What you can see, you cannot see anybody down below right now. What you see is this, effectively.
Whoa, it's all
I
dark
can't-
for me.
I can't see anything down there. Okay. Yes.
Oh god, that was scary.
I don't know what's going on down there. So I guess I'll throw in a flash bomb
Okay. Your
because
turn.
I don't know where they are. Somewhere in this vicinity.
Probably. So we don't think of that.
I'm gonna have to go with You're supposed to hit a target with the flash bomb. I would say realistically, you probably you can try, but it's gonna be like a 50-50 shot. I'm probably gonna roll a d100 to see if you hit a creature after you make the roll.
Okay, because I don't. I'm thinking of more as like depth charges, you know, where they make noise and
Yeah.
they make bright light.
Well, I mean, right now you currently do see a bunch of flashing like lights and colors in this area right now.
Flashing lights and colors, you say?
Yeah, a hypnotic like pattern.
Hypnotic like pattern, you say?
Yes, like the one Talato just cast.
Okay.
No, hypnotic pattern.
I'm still gonna throw the thing because why the fuck not?
Alright.
9. Just
Okay, yeah, so you throw, it hits it. You see a flash in the kelp, but it's just like a small, like, and that's all you see.
success.
Yes.
I cast spiritual weapon. Bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna spawn that weapon there. As a spear. So it's more aerodynamic in the water.
What kind of sorcerer are you, anyways? Are you a divine soul?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
That would make sense since you also mentioned healing spells before.
So, okay, so you cast spiritual weapon. What does your weapon look like?
It's a chainsaw?
I look at
I
you.
mean, chainsaws do exist in Monster Hunter because there were chainsaw swords in Monster Hunter 3.
All right.
Yeah. It's one of those.
I look down at you and your weapon. I'm like, why didn't you just give me that to cut the tree down?
I just shrug awkwardly.
Okay, I gotta find you really fast. So many players now. It's so hard to find everybody.
Like, I now wonder if I can just grab the chainsaw and have it cut down the tree.
I mean, I could probably cut down the tree with it.
Well, good. Apparently, you can just make your weapon whatever you want. We can just make it a bunch of tools, and I could just start trying to make a better boat.
Oh, it's on the wrong. This is on the wrong layer. My bad. There you go.
Yeah.
So there's
Build a barrel
there's your chainsaw. Go ahead and put it where you wanted to put it.
Hell yeah. Wait, how far away does it spawn from?
60 feet.
Up to 60 feet.
Well, since I can't really see anything, I'm guessing just 10 feet in front of me would be the smartest choice.
Okay.
And I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Lodros'
That's
turn.
all in my turn.
The Lodros can still move.
They have a speed of 0.
They move like this. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? I made so I made so they would just go in a circle right back to the same spot.
Okay.
It didn't work though.
Right clicks. Yeah.
So their speed is 0. They are unable to move. That is their turn. They have no bonus actions. So, Azrar, you are up.
All right. Now it is time for my signature move. Stab a bitch and get sneak attack damage.
Okay, so it's incapacitated. There's no advantage, but
I've got Tolato with a
yes,
5
I'd say
feet
you
of
do
this
have him.
thing. So, yeah. And any day now, dual blade, I hit you.
You can do it. Roll 20. Come on, come on.
There, I'll try again.
There you go. Got it.
It's in
A
favor of
21. It hit. All right, so you stab at it, knocking it out of its hypnotic daze.
And then I'm going to bonus action disengage and swim over here into the more shallow bits.
Yeah, it's a lot of us. You hear him go, "You got this." And, right.
Immediately.
As Ezra ends, it is no longer. It turns and faces you.
Give him a peace sign.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tolado.
It claws at you twice.
Dude, this is our dynamic. I get it. I'm tank right now.
All right, so a 15.
It does not hit. I'm fully submerged in water, and thanks to the Royal Ludroth
No
scale,
way.
I'm up to the AC.
Yeah.
You're using the Royal Ludroth against itself.
Wow.
Yes, I am.
Otherwise, that hit.
Against the Royal Ludroth.
It swings at you twice, missing you.
Man, I'm so glad I put that thing on.
Good to have on water.
Oh, I'm so excited right now about that.
Yeah, see?
As its turn, it moves this way. It swishes sideways around you, getting out of the pattern itself. As Tolado, you are up.
At any point, did it ever get above water?
It has not, but you are seeing the kelp move and shift around and whatnot. So, like, if it's moving and you want to shoot it where the kelp moves, the next time the kelp moves, you could do that. It would be it would still be a disadvantage just to give you an idea on that. And also, if like Tolado or Razwar move before it, then you shoot them. But that would be for like a future ready action in this case. So Tolado, you are up. Exploits curse. All right. So it is cursed.
Ooh, isn't that a crit?
Yeah, it's a crit.
Really much critical hit on the 19 or 20.
But it's when you roll a 19, not when you get a 19 with the bonuses. So that's not it. He only rolled. Wait, yeah, he only rolled a 12.
A 12.
Gotcha. Cool. Just asking.
No, it's all good. For 12 points of damage. It's so you strike at it and you just cave in a good chunk of its mane. As it lets kind of out a little cry, little bubbles. That's a crit.
Oh boy.
Big crittos.
Oh crap! The Elder smited it. That's why. Yes, the good old days. I know what this is like. Flashbacks, PTSD for myself. So that's 34 points of damage. It's just looking quite blight. So yeah, you smack it once, and then you reel up and just strike right under its chin. You watch just a bunch of this yellow, like sponge material, legendary Viviana, like float to the surface above the kelp.
So yeah, sorry, I was muted during that. So Eldritch Smite tacked onto the crit. Since it's huge or smaller, it'll be knocked prone. It doesn't really matter in water.
No.
It does. That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
You said something to me because you cut out.
I was saying that you saw like yellow like pieces of sponge float to the surface.
I take my chance to shoot in that general area where the sponges came up.
That's fair. You'll have disadvantage on the attack. It's gonna have some cover, but otherwise you're good. Go for it. 15 would no. So you shoot. You don't know if you hit anything.
And I don't like wasting shots, so I just don't shoot the second one.
Mm-hmm. All right, Old Man Orc done. Viviana, you are up.
All right, Viviana's gonna take a risk and get into the water, so it can make eye contact and see this thing. Can it see this thing now that it's in the water?
So you swim down under the kelp. It's like lightly obscured because there's the stalks of the kelp one.
But I can see where it is.
You can see yellow. You can see it like striking and attacking at Tolado.
Okay, cool. I am going to cast Mind Sliver.
Okay.
The brain fucker upper.
Boom.
One creature you can see within range, target must make an intelligence saving throw. Yay, those are always good.
Yes. Let's waste your roll.
I got a good roll.
Oh, damn it. Okay, well, I'm still going to use my weapon to, beat the shit out of it. So it's going to, dive in and, stab it.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon, go. 12.
The chainsaw just 12 does not hit though, but just cut up a bunch of kelp that floats to the surface.
Okay, we're making progress.
All right, is that your turn?
I'm getting out of the water again.
Okay. Ludroth, stay where they're at. They are hypnotized for round 2. As Azrar, you are up.
All right. I will swim back up. Get that sneak attack.
Mhm.
Oh.
Alright, so it's a 24 for just the sneak attack damage. Then an 11 for that, and then a 7. It is still alive. So yeah, it's fighting at you, Talato, like clawing, trying to bite, spitting mucus, and then Azrar comes in and just like you just sneak up on above it and just like stab down into like both of its eyes. It like reels and throws you off, but it is holding on by like a thread.
Ooh, attack it again. Take the risk. Attack it again.
You still got your bonus action.
Yeah, I'm debating whether I should disengage or should... You know what? Here we go. Yeah, fuck. Fuck.
You'll be fine.
You go to strike it, and it does it like its claw just like strikes back out and prevents you from hitting it. Do you want to move, or are you going to stay where you are?
Do I risk it getting hit?
Hell yeah, dude. What's the worst that happens?
Brad,
Yeah.
I remember the thing spitting poison.
Okay.
Please get away from me.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Try and attack me, Aaron.
All right.
I'm gonna crit you.
Please don't crit me. Please don't fucking crit
So
me.
you are you're lightly obscured too, but it can see you.
Well, you didn't use your attack of opportunity.
Oh, I would have done that still, yeah. Sorry, I was busy looking at making sure I didn't roll the wrong thing against you guys for its attack for one of the different things. 9.
Yeah, it does hit. Cool. It was worth the risk.
Oh, except it's gonna chase after you.
Or will it?
On its turn.
Probably. Fucked it up, dude.
There's also a floating weapon hitting it and you.
No,
between
I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it.
Oh, that's a valid point. So,
There's other things hitting it
on
between me and
its turn, it is going to, it kind of like reels back, spins, and like you watch its mane that's left like expand outwards as it spits mucus into this space. Tilly right here. No, yeah, it would be. It moves over here, and then spits it right here. I need both the spiritual weapon and Palato to make a dexterity saving throw.
How does the spiritual weapon
It
make a
doesn't.
saving
It
throw?
succeeds automatically because it can't take damage. Palato fails though because it's 2 creatures, so it would definitely have done this. Palato, you fail and you take the new version of this damage. Wow, that was bad. 9 points of cold damage, and you are afflicted with water blight for 1
And then
minute.
then you need to make the concentration check.
Ooh, yeah, that you do. DC 10. Constitution.
Concentration check time.
Come on, Kongapel. That's why I have you. That's why I have that smelly boy fur collar. Come on.
1 off. So as that happens, the rest of the Ludroths break free of their hypnotic or being hypnotized as the Ludroth's turn ends. It is Talato's turn.
Alright.
Talado, seems like a good time to disengage and get out of the water.
Ah, fuck that. I'm gonna fuck this thing up. Let me just double check what water blade does.
No bonus actions. Or you can only use a
alright.
bonus action or an action. You can only use one of either one of them.
Oh, that's really detrimental to rogues.
And is it in the same style as slow, where you only get 1 attack if you have extra attack?
No,
or-
it's specifically just for 1 bonus action or 1 action.
awesome. So I'm gonna fuck it up. All right. 14.
14 does not hit.
All right. Second attack. 12. All right. I'm here.
Oh, you poor
Man.
bastard.
I feel bad for you, dude.
I'm here.
So,
You're about to get
so everybody else who was kind of watching some rebuffs, so Legend, or so Orc and Viviana, you guys see the pattern that was happening on the Kelp just vanish. Just it goes normal colored, like the little bright lights that are around the area. Then we see. I just realized that was minimized, so the stream couldn't see it. I apologize. We see we see Telato swing at this thing twice. The Kelp's like moving. There's just sponge and blood all pooling up above these two. As Old Man Orc, you are up.
Alright, I have to take the risk. If there's that much blood, I need to take a shot. So I'm going to try to aim for where I firmly believe the Moodroth
So
is.
I will throw out. If you roll a natural 1, you will probably hit Telato.
Oh,
Yes,
I
'cause
hope you don't die,
It's in that
Telato.
range. 15 on that. It has cover, so it misses, but just barely. I mean, from your standpoint, you just shoot into the water and nothing floats to the surface. From a mechanic standpoint, you just barely missed. An 18 does hit though, so you fire a second shot. As you deal your damage, you sit there and you wait, getting ready to fire again as you watch as the Royal Bloodroth starts to float up to the surface. Dead.
Oh my god. You kill stealer.
All right. And since it died, I'm just gonna sap its soul and heal 10 hit points.
Okay, perfect.
That's how Sweet Curse.
And then the other Ludroth are like, no, our sugar daddy.
Mm-hmm. As Viviana, it is your turn. You start to see the kelp where the flashing pattern will start to you see lines starting to move in the direction of the group.
Interesting. Well, I guess I'm going to go underwater so I can get a better vantage point here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move my weapon 5, 10, 15, 20,
Okay.
25. Can I see in this
You
direction?
can only move it 20 feet.
Oh. Where was it? It was here, right? 5, 10, 15, 20.
No, it was one more.
No, it was right here.
No, because I moved the Ledroth out of its range. It was here because this is how it was set up.
Yeah, that's where it was. Because I was originally right next to Tolato here, and the Ludroth was
Alright.
here.
Spiritual weapon doesn't get an attack of opportunity, correct?
Correct.
I guess the spiritual weapon's going to sit there and rev aimlessly, kind of draw attention. And can I see any of them or no?
Yeah, you can see them.
Okay,
I
cool.
would say
Guess
they're
what?
well, with how far they are actually, realistically, they're heavily obscured because that's a lot of kelp to look through, even like small
Right.
lines. So
Mind sliver.
it's like you're blind against them.
Yes, mind sliver though.
Okay, yeah, we could definitely make out like a piece of one somewhere. So which one are you targeting?
The one I can see.
Well,
Probably this one.
okay, now. Intelligence save. I got this. 11. No.
Ah. What's my spell save? 15 is my spell save.
Yeah, I knew it was. Yeah. So go ahead and go ahead and roll a D3 or D6.
D3.
Take full damage.
Take 6 points of damage, and it has disadvantage on. First, make a saving throw before the end of your next turn. You must roll a D4 and subtract. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't think.
Time to use save effects on it.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Then I'm getting out of the water again.
Alright, get out of the water. Alright, it's now their turn. So the first one comes swinging forward and strikes at the.
Ribbon.
Just a headbutt.
Sword.
It crits your spiritual weapon. Your spiritual weapon that can't actually take damage takes 10
No
points of damage. And as it passes through it, it continues on towards Telato.
Hey, we wasted its attack. You're welcome.
Because they dumb.
And the same thing. This one claws, and then moves towards Telato. This one strikes at it and moves towards Telato.
Oh god.
They all pass. They all try to strike it and then move on to Telato. So that is their turn.
Tolato.
I saved you, buddy. Just saying.
Okay, I'm gonna chug my potion of greater first aid
Okay.
and heal for 4d4 plus 4. 16.
Nice.
That ain't too shabby. So that puts me up at. Oh no. I scrolled the wrong thing. That puts me at 48. And then I will swim up and bonus action try to stab this one right in front of me.
Okay. You stab it with a 12. That hits.
Sick.
21 points of damage. So you stab into that.
Then yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right. Royal Ludroth is dead. We'll move in the initiative order. Pilato, you are up.
All right, just fuck things up. Let's go. Let's go.
A 20 hits. Which one are you attacking?
We're gonna hit the same one that Azrar hit
Okay.
with the second.
For 16. All right, that one is looking quite bloodied after Azar stabs it, and you just break its back with your hunting horn. You do get to repeat your saving throw at the end of your turn.
Yeah. All right. Constitution was it?
Yes,
Okay.
that is a success. You are no longer afflicted with water.
Quality. And I'll just let's move a little bit up, but not completely out of their range. See if we can force them to go up as well and get them.
I don't know
Since-
how are you going?
Surface,
Oh,
he's going
swim up.
up.
You're gonna swim
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna swim up just a little bit.
Yeah, you
just
go 5 feet up.
Yeah,
Okay.
since we got to think 3D since water.
Mm-hmm. You're saying up. I'm like, how are you gonna move a square up without?
I'll just
we're good. All
Hey
right.
guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab breakfast real quick.
No problem.
Go for it.
Old Man Orc, you are up.
From judging about the water moving and where I just saw my allies do things, I'm gonna try to take my best shot at one of the Ludroths.
Yeah, it's still saying the disadvantage because they're still under it. And
But they
stuff like
actually
that.
shoot.
Same kind of rules in this case as the royal. 25 does hit. No, Bogun, you can do the royal.
Wait for this.
So that is 17 points of damage. It is holding on by about as much as the Royal Ludroth was. There's blood just pooling up from this thing. It is looking horrible.
I take that as a sign I'm doing good. Take a shot in the same place.
A 15 hits. As that one goes down. Old Man Orc with the 2 steel kills right now.
That's all he's good for.
As it
I
floats.
can't see
up to
anything that's
the-
going on.
It floats to the surface though, and it's not one of your friends. Old Man Orc, is that your turn?
Shooting Ludroth in a barrel.
Viviana, you are up.
5, 10, 15, 25. Let's get better angle here. I can still see this one
You cannot see any of them.
going in the water.
Gotta go deeper than that.
Going deeper into the water. I'm out of movement.
That's your max. Yeah, that's your max move. More than
Alright. Viviana's going to attack with her spiritual weapon to
Okay.
the one closest to it.
Okay.
Because that would just naturally make sense.
that. 10 does not hit.
God damn it. And then I will. I guess I'll cast Firebolt? I
Okay.
suppose the Ray of Frost? Because it's a ray and it'll chill the water.
Go with it, dude. 16 hits. Because it is completely submerged in water, it has resistance to it, so it takes 8 points of damage.
That's still pretty good.
All right, and that's your turn.
Yes. Move that 5 feet.
All right, I guess that was action. So, it is going. They're going to both attack Talato. He is the one within range.
Goodbye, Talado.
Claw. Both striking at you and missing. The one swims up and around, and the one swims into the space. Azrar is up. I'm assuming he's going to stab a thing twice. He's welcome.
Double crit.
All right, so this first one.
Okay, I am back.
Cool, I just crit for you.
You get.
Twice. He used all your good
Oh,
cards.
sick! I got a crit. Hell yeah.
If you want, you can roll your offhand attack. Or do whatever you want to do with your bonus action. The blood rot you just stabbed was looking bloody.
Offhand.
19 does hit.
I would have figured.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, that one's looking decently bloodied after those 2 hits. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
All right. Tolado, you are up.
Whoa, bottom one. Miss. We'll go with that. And 5 bludgeon.
All right, it is still doing good at that point. That's it?
I mean, yeah, because anything else I do is not going to matter soon.
Fair.
I'm seeing disturbances of water. I'm going to take a crack shot at hopefully the same area as a Ludroth.
Okay. And 18 hits. 16 points of damage. All right.
Fuck, man.
17 hits. For more than enough.
9 damage.
So the 2 Lodroth are now floating like one on top of the other at the surface. I'm gonna move here just so we don't distract them. As old man orc ends, Viviana, you have a chance to hit something.
Cool. I'm going to swim 5, 10, 15, 20. Move up my spiritual weapon, because now I can probably see this.
You could, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attack my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Unsuccessfully, I might add.
Dude. That's a miss. For a +8, you've rolled like 1s and 2s. It's rough.
I know. It's pretty shitty. And, you know what? Fuck it. I'll cast Ray of Frost. Why not? Oh!
Nope. Alright, it's Ledroth's turn. Yeah, okay. It disengages from you, Tolado.
I'm in a tree.
Yeah, it's not. It's under you as you see it like scurrying towards the open ocean. And,
I look down for my purge and like, oh, that's what we were fighting?
and that's its turn. Azra, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna chug a normal healing potion.
Okay.
Let me just put it down.
Chugging underwater.
You just pop the cork and instantly put it in your mouth. You get a little bit of salt water with it, but it works.
Ew.
It just enhances the flavor,
Oh,
sweet
yes.
and salty.
Mm.
Saltwater taffy.
So healing potions are now apparently in the ocean.
Apparently, healing potions in D&D canonically taste kind of like strawberry.
Probably because they're
I'll
red.
be okay with that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, canonically, you drink half and then pour the other half over your wounds.
Just pour it all in your wounds. You don't even get to taste it. What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
There's not a whole lot for me to do. I'll let Old Man Orc deal with that lizard, so I will end my turn.
Colado?
Yo, let's rise from the depths. So at this point, 15 AC because I'm not submerged anymore.
Right.
So, yeet.
Alright, 15 is a hit. 10.
Yeet.
Well, get all these crits out now, guys.
Hey, don't worry, Aaron. I'm rolling all my
22.
ones right now.
Alright, it's looking a little bloodied now. As Tolado's turn ends, Old Man Orc, you're up.
From my perch, I fire downward.
You fire down at 19 hits. Alright. Sharpshooter this one?
No. Normal shot.
Ooh, good choice. Is a hit. For 11. It is still alive. It's bloodied and wounded. Its tail's broken from Tolado kind of just smashing on it.
For For my bonus action, I aggressively move down the tree directly in front of it.
Okay. Viviana, you get to go.
I'm going to cast. I can only move 20 feet, right?
Correct.
5, 10, 15, 20. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, we're making progress there. And I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
All right. From the depths.
Well, I'll get out of the water, then I'll cast it.
Either way, it's enough, Viviana. As it gets smashed, you get in the way, and then it just freezes in place and just is unmoving as it dies.
I looked displeased as I killed the other 3, and I thought I was just gonna get all of them.
No.
I did all the work. I killed them all.
Hop back in the water.
Yep.
And then my spiritual weapon will go cut down the tree.
It cuts it down.
Mm-hmm.
I will let it happen.
Yes.
So,
Let's rebuild this.
I begin fixing the boats.
all right, give me a smithing tools check with. I'll let you do dexterity, intelligence, or wisdom.
Can I somehow help him?
Dexterity.
Do you have proficiency in smithing tools?
No.
Then no, you cannot help him. A 20. So okay, it takes about an hour to cut down the logs to the proper size planks to patch it up. You put in the boat at least in the water once, and it sank right almost immediately. But after some time, some montaging, you eventually have a rowboat that works.
I expect during this time someone carved up those Ludroth.
Yeah, that would be me because I have the advantage on the first carve check of each creature.
And I'll just take a nap on the shore.
Or do I? Wait. Let me double check
We're gonna
this.
have
I
a
have it on my dual
montage.
blades. Yeah, gain advantage on your first carve attempt on a creature. Yep.
Alright.
Cool. So
I christened this boat the SS Old Man.
Viviana stares at you, nods no.
Anybody want to ride an old man?
I hadn't even named Old Man. Thank you.
I
got your
think
back.
that's worse than worse than my butt seaweed joke or butt kelp.
It's fine. I named it for you.
Take a ride on this, old man.
Well, okay. All right.
Catch a ride.
All right. So
Scooter.
carve check. So give me 3 for the Bloodroths first.
Survival, right?
Correct.
Survival. 17. 21.
9.
9.
2 successes, 1 fail. All right, and then give me 3 for the royal.
Okay. 20 crit.
1 crit.
19. Oh my god, I'm just losing out on crits now.
This is the plan. So and 2
then
successes.
26.
All right, so 2 successes, 1 crit, and then 2 successes and 1 fail on blood loss. All right, so you guys spend some time. You do that all while Old Man Orc is building the boat. During that time, there's not enough time for a short rest. Especially since Old Man Orc is artisan and will be doing the cooking, is actually making your rowboat. We'll assume the rowboat. I don't know if I have stats for a rowboat.
Rowboat, I would just say, is a large vehicle. You could probably modify the stats of a Devil's Ride.
It can travel 3 miles per hour. 72 miles per day.
And I got oars right here.
It says it can have 2 crew and 2 passengers, so you guys can all fit in it somehow.
Hell yeah, dude, this sounds awesome. I'm not rowing.
It has a movement speed of 15 feet.
Whatever, dude, we don't need to go fast. We got a boat.
So I got the rowboat stats right here for me, so I will post it into the Discord.
I become the motor as I have a higher swim speed than the boat.
Yeah, but you're also having to push 3 other people in it, so I don't know if that's actually possible. Because you're technically
I'm
pushing.
swimming as well. I'm taking a lot of pride in this. So.
Oh, then I'm just gonna enjoy the boat. I like my aim.
Campaign.
I like being on solid land.
In campaign general chat, there is now the rowboat stats for you guys.
Yeet.
I realize my camera's not been on this entire time for you guys. I just realized that. My bad.
Not for Discord, yeah.
My bad. I turned it back. I just turned it on now. Okay. So after the hour of
Old man.
making a boat, old man orc, you actually should have control of the boat, so you should be able to move it with you.
I will also be in said boat.
All right.
I gotta be able to shoot missiles.
You guys spend some time carving the things up. You get ready to head out. There's obviously no
Can you
path.
repeat what you said? You cut out.
Am I cutting out, or am I just cutting out for legendary, just to make sure?
Just
Yours sound fine to me.
Okay, just want to make sure. So you guys finish, spending the time making the rowboat. Does anybody investigate the lights during that time at all?
I would like to investigate the lights because I have pretty good investigation.
Go for it. You had time with the carving to go check them out. Is anybody
And-
else checking them?
You said that this wasn't enough time to take a rest, right?
Correct. There was
Short
not enough
rest.
time for a rest. It was enough time to to build the boat. I mean, Talado,
Okay.
to be fair, Talado, if you were doing nothing, you could have gotten your rest in
Okay.
because it was an
Yeah.
hour, so you could have a short
Cool.
rest.
Yeet.
Ezrar, you go to investigate the lights. The lights themselves are a flower that is comes from the ground that kind of comes up and curves over into a the bulb itself. Not the bulb. Can't remember what the middle of the flower is, but the flower itself is it gives off a bioluminescent glow. That is what you see. You kind of see that throughout this whole entire section.
Kind of like the lure weed in Fallout 4 Far Harbor.
I didn't
With
play
the-
that. I would assume it.
There are weird anglerfish creatures that hide amongst these weeds, and their light bulb thing matches the plants.
Yeah, you could go with that kind of correlation. Yeah, it's the same kind of idea. Yeah.
Okay, so they're just cool glowing plants. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will head back to the party and tell them that the lights are just cool glowy plants.
Alright. So, as you head out on your rowboat, or swimming as you so choose,
I move faster swimming.
Same.
slightly slower going with the
I
rowboat,
want my boat.
you have two pathways to go.
Boat cowards.
You have. Actually, no, I like. Would you give me a survival roll before we get to this point? We're going back to the shore. Because technically, you're re-entering the old area, the large area.
That's on Viviana.
Viviana, yep. Malco,
What are we doing?
your survival
Sorry,
roll.
what? Oh, sorry. I was spacing. Acceptable.
Or is it?
Okay, so as you
That's
guys are in your rowboat, kind of moving along, you start to move a little ways, and actually, Azra, I guess in this case, give me your stealth and perception, unless you guys are all going together.
I will go ahead because I will be faster and stealthier that way.
16. All right. So as you're going faster and more stealthy, you start swimming out this way. You're going towards the entrance, and as you do, along the seafloor bottom. Well, actually not seafloor bottom in this case. Probably roughly on the edge of your sight, so 70 feet down. You see
Okay.
a long blue serpent-like creature. Little electric sparks on occasion, kind of jolting between its spikes.
Oh no.
It's kind of
Oh no.
just traveling down and around. Not, it's low. It doesn't seem to have noticed you. It's kind of just.
It's a good thing I have black armor that would sort of blend in the water.
Is what you see, and then it kind of curves back out of sight.
Now I feel really bad for being in a boat.
Yeah, boat makes you a target.
Maybe we can lure it in. Anybody got a whole bunch of bombs, like barrel bombs in it? Just send it out there.
You're not blowing up the Estes, old man?
Old man's gotta go. It's gotta go down.
Everybody gotta go some.
Swims back around again.
I was gonna say Azrarg went from fearing sharks to becoming the shark, but now he is back to fear. I'm gonna slowly swim back while keeping an eye on this and inform the party that there is a large blue sea monster.
How big?
Big.
Like house big? Your mom big?
No,
Bigger than the boat.
Like you're gonna need a bigger boat. Like a much bigger boat. Think of it.
You were just waiting to quote that.
I was not actually. It came to me right when I heard him say it. So you would go with it rough. I know a rough guess of how long this creature is. It would. I would guess.
Out of character, I'd have to guess probably about 25 feet.
Yeah, in length.
I have an idea.
Probably about. 10 feet tall. If it's like length out all the way. If it sits up though, it's probably like 20 feet up.
I have an idea. Let's chum the water.
I don't know how I feel about that when there's a big electric sea serpent.
Yeah, you chum the water, we fight it on land.
I don't know if that's any better. I don't want to fight this thing, period.
Well, you're gonna have to fight this thing. This is probably what we're come here to fight anyway.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm afraid.
Chumming the water gets us the drop on it because we know where it's gonna be.
What are you gonna use to chum the water?
The leftover carcasses.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
It also depends on if it's hungry at all.
When is something that make never not hungry?
Oh, someone died.
We will
So yeah,
remember
chumming
that.
the water. We like this idea, yes?
You're gonna get us killed, but sure.
Alright, let's do it. Let's chum the water.
You're asking me to cook.
No. Just cut things up.
All right. So what is the plan here?
We're gonna chum the water.
But what exactly is the plan? Are you just gonna like walk out and carry them and just like set them there? How are you doing this?
No, we're gonna sink the boat and have the boat like
With the daggers.
throw them in the water on the shoreline.
You spend Orc spends all this time fixing the boat, and then just like, nah, let's sink it.
Yeah. Why not?
Do I actually see this creature in the water now?
I mean, I would say reasonably. To Lotto, you definitely see it.
Yeah, I've never left the water, so I'm just fucking like watching this thing, just like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, let's chum the water. Let's let it come close to the shoreline. Then we can attack it.
I'm gonna stand over here so that I'm not its first most immediate target.
No, that's what the boat's for. We'll make it look like something's in the boat.
Well, there's two somethings in the boat right now.
I'm getting out of the boat.
Or
We can send the old man out there.
Or are you going to allow them to try to use your boat in such a horrid way?
Also, old man work, can I have my tools back? Just real quick.
What you guys are saying, but you guys are cutting out soup.
Oh, you're doing that.
That's on him. He's cutting out.
Rejoin on your phone. I sent a message right here.
Who? What?
So yeah, I'm down for chumming the water. Let's just chum the water.
3,000 ping?
Yeah, I want, but it's his boat technically, so there's.
You guys now.
Okay.
Well, no, we could just chum the water and it'll come to the chum.
Okay.
You don't actually have to go with the water.
That's true.
You just throw it out there. You just like.
You're just throwing. You're just throw chunks out like 10, 15 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, so you start just throwing. You save the boat.
Can we do it like there? Like away from us?
Sure, do whatever you want, buddy.
Just lure it away.
Just
Okay.
I imagine this is what. Can I roll Arcana and see if I know what this is?
It would be nature.
You could roll nature.
Okay.
I've just been observing this thing.
Yeah, let's chum it.
You aren't familiar enough with what this is.
You know what? It's probably like chump.
Big and scary.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, you know what? This is not too bad. Let's see where.
I'll try nature too.
It's scary.
Guys, it's big and scary.
Very scared.
I have the best roll. And I
As
have a plus
you
8.
recognize the name of it, that's all you remember is that it's a Lagiacrus.
Yeah, let's just chump it.
Lagiacrus.
That's how I say it, damn it, deal with it.
Why don't you just take the corpse of the
Lagiacrus
Lucha off of there
is
and push it to the other
fine.
side? We already carved what we wanted.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're gonna chum the water.
Yeah.
Alright, Vivian is gonna attempt to chum the water.
Alright, so are you gonna attempt to chum it like when it's like way over here somewhere? Where do you want it to be at when you're doing this? Because obviously...
Well, it doesn't really matter to me as I'm throwing it into the water.
I want to move the boat over here. By picking it
Also,
up.
Aaron, your pronunciation of Lagiacrus can't be any weirder than the official pronunciation of Elatrion.
Oh, I hate it.
I refuse to use the official pronunciation.
How long does the adamant pill last there? 10 minutes?
10 minutes? Alright,
Huh?
so... Yeah, adamantite pill is what he's talking about, or adamant pill.
10 minutes?
Oh.
Yeah, 10 minutes. So, alright, so you've been to chum it. Give me some... stealth checks. Let's see how that's the point. Let's see how stealthily it is. Like, are you able to get it when it's around farther away and doesn't seem to notice you? What, like, how's this gonna work? Is the question.
It's gonna work very well.
Your crit stealth is worse than my normal roll stealth.
Tolato and Old Man Orc stealth, please.
Hey,
Quality.
it's still a crit. That's what's important.
Okay. So,
My passive stealth is 21.
haven't left
I just
water.
realized.
alright, so who else is helping Viviana, like, chum the water?
Nope.
I guess I will help a bit.
Okay, because I was saying, because she's, like, dragging Bloodroth, like, carcasses, like, into the water. It's not just, like, little chunks. So,
On the shoreline, at least. I
alright.
imagine.
I'll just drag one to the shore and like sort of slit its throat to have it bleed more into the
Okay.
water.
Okay. So you do that one that you tell us, like, you just bleed one out right there on the shore. Do you guys, like, just, like, do that and you just, like, walk away, or what do you do?
I stick its head like in the water so that the blood will flow out more easily, and I'll cut some chunks off another and sort of like splash them about in the general area to see if it gets its attention.
Okay. I mean, it definitely
And
is...
then I will back the fuck up.
Yeah, so you get its attention, and it starts moving in that direction. It sees the blood. Viviana seems to be hiding behind the bush. You hide over there.
I hide in the water on the other side.
It rises
Keeping out
from
of it.
the 70 feet down below and the depths it was in, and rises to the surface, head like sticking out, and it sees it. And you watch as all of the lightning, or all of the, like, the spines on its back start to like charge with lightning. It starts to grow like a vibrant blue, and release. It just like exhales a ball of lightning. It just falls and lands right on the dead Ludroth. The dead Ludroth takes...
It takes many damage.
62 points of lightning damage.
And this
Yeah,
is
we're not fighting this.
We are
not fighting this.
It just used its action. Let's fight it right now.
I am not fighting this. That is more than my max health.
And then
We are.
it quickly swims to the Ludroth and bites it and like pulls it back down to the depths.
And now we can pass by, hopefully unmolested.
Look, he rolled 2 10s. The damage is not that bad.
I get in the boat with Old Man Orc. I'm just like, you ready, buddy?
Let me calculate the average damage of that. The average damage of that is exactly my max health. So that was like only just a bit above average.
Hey, they left on the boat. Asshole.
Deuces. Just like old man Orc is rowing. I'm standing up, giving like double peace signs. Just like fucking. I'm out.
I can swim faster than the boat can row, so I'm just gonna fucking go.
All right, yeah, yeah. You see, just swimming. So, which direction are you guys going? Are you going to the closest one to the right?
Yeah, we're going to the right.
The direction away from the Lagiacris.
Shoot.
They abandoned me, Aaron. I can't believe this.
This is what happens when you poke the fucking Godzilla serpent.
Can I see the
Depression is the
Godzilla
better part of
serpent?
valor.
Can I see the serpent? Okay, I'm gonna send it a message and say boat.
It does not respond.
It doesn't
Because
have...
it cannot understand.
Oh, you don't know that. I sent it a picture of a boat.
You get
Or
no
a
response
bike
back.
thing.
And
You
then
just like text it like boat
it
you up.
then continues to swim around in circles.
Man, you all left me, and I can't leave silent now. Thanks.
Yeah, you can.
Thanks a lot.
You can swim. You can wear a
You can
frost.
swim.
You snooze, you lose.
I'm risking it, Aaron. I guess I'm lost because I don't know where they are, so I'm going this way.
I end up
You found
swimming
us.
back to retrieve my.
You people are the worst. You could have easily caught that thing and killed it.
Yeah. So
You guys are trying to talk to destroy my boat. My boat will live.
So as you guys are arguing this, you watch a massive claw reach out from the black depths from below you guys and pull like a large fish and pull it down in.
Yeah, now
The
we get to
fuck
play
was
this.
that?
Thanks a lot. You guys are the worst teammates I've ever
Oh
had.
man.
Just keep rowing. Just
So we're gonna stop rowing for a second.
going away from whatever that is.
So we are going.
big
I
crowd.
need everybody to make me a athletics check. Those on the boat, you automatically fail.
All right.
I also automatically fail.
What?
I'm negative
Mm,
2, bro. I
it's
cannot
the-
athletics.
Perfect.
It's the what you call it? The
So the current.
King Crab, ruler of Crab Kingdom.
crab.
So as you are all in this area, as you're like you're being discussed, you get hit by as you move a little bit further to the east. You get hit by a high current that pulls you and the boat because the boat has no control. You're not gonna be able to fight that, which is why you guys failed. And you end up being pulled into a large open like area. In it, you see a ship that has been destroyed. That has a bunch of cargo that's kind of like just lying all about the ground. In the area, you see a bunch of those different glowing flowers.
Oh look, it's big boat. I see bit of boat.
Hey, look, we have something to store the cargo in and take it back with us. Deep sea salvage? Anyone?
Yeah, there's also some salvage actually
We
on.
need way more trees to fix this boat.
No, dude, we've got waterlogged pieces. It's fine.
How are we gonna raise the boat?
We use the cargo to fix the boat. Come on.
That how are you gonna drain the water?
Obviously, I'm gonna use firebolt over and over and over again until it burns away.
I do not believe in you.
That's fine. You don't
I'm
have
gonna
to
go rooting through the debris and see if there's anything useful at all.
You guys pulled somewhere about here with the current, so that's why I was moving.
I'm going on the boat. Fuck them.
So
Yeah, I'll just scuba dive out of the boat as well and just kind of chill.
all right. So Old Minarch, what were you gonna do?
Cast your water breathing spell.
Has it been an hour since I drank my potion?
Yeah, it's been definitely.
Or
It's
has it been an
it
hour
was-
since it was cast?
Yeah, because that was you. It was over an hour. Just on the island.
Okay, then I will use my cast of water breathing on everyone.
Okay.
So just me and Orc have the castings left.
Well, oh yeah.
I don't like this idea. I think we should go back and fight the other thing.
I am not
Well,
looking to
you're off at
have
the
my
point.
in my first death.
I like my
in this
life exactly
campaign.
where it is. Alive.
All right. So, Claudia, you said you're going scuba diving. Are you like searching for stuff, or what are you doing?
Just like a light swim.
Okay.
Mainly just to keep lookout on things, even though I'm not very good at it.
Okay. Old Man Orc, what are you doing? Excellent. Vivian, what are you doing?
I'm casting light on Old Man Orc.
Okay, and you're just like staying on the surface, or that's all?
Yep.
All
The
right.
boat. Orc out.
On the boat?
On the boat.
She on the boat. Azra, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go around and investigate more of these weeds over yonder.
Okay. To realize I should have done this entire time.
And hopefully not
Darkness.
notice the fucking like skeleton or whatever here.
You know, I can see it.
It's a dead Dogron.
It's a small one.
All right. So, while those two can still see well enough, you guys are underwater, so I kind of made it so it's dimmer, so it's me. It makes it easier for me to see the orbs and whatnot. So you're kind of going around investigating those. Tolado's keeping an eye out. Viviana is keeping light on Old Man Orc. Old Man Orc, what are you doing? Just sitting in the boat?
I'm keeping a look around, trying to figure out how did this boat get here.
Obviously, it's built here.
It was obviously not bound by the laws of the map.
Then I try to figure out if this is a cargo ship or it was just a shipping ship, and
I mean,
if it has anything worthwhile for me to actually get out of this boat to go check.
Do you hop
Is it
like
a boat or is it a boat?
Is it a boat or is it a
Barge?
ship? So
Yeah.
but do you go to like some of like the wreckage that's on the surface? Do you like dive down and open up some of the crates down below?
Yeah, I'll check a look at the crates actually on the surface if they're floating still.
Okay. Go ahead and
Bring the boat over here.
move your boat. Go ahead and give me a roll me a d6.
Okay. Hey!
Okay, inside you find
Pair of fingernail clippers.
roll me another d6
I
actually.
need these.
No, roll me a one. Yeah, roll me one more d6. You find a jar with a flash bug inside.
Flashbug's still alive?
Yes.
Ooh.
This is a recent shipwreck.
There's also a bunch of other jars that are broken open. There's bug guts everywhere else, but you find one jar.
Oh.
Hey, maybe that giant serpent came and attacked this thing. Maybe we should go back and kill it.
I ask if you're suicidal.
I respond with a yes.
As we fade away from you guys for the moment, and we go to Azra. Azra, you're kind of investigating these. Go to another investigation check.
All right. Investigation. Oh fuck.
All right. So Azra, you're kind of like you go to this one. You don't see anything different. I need to actually lower their view since I can't see my own orbs here. Everything's going dim for you guys, even if you're not underwater. So, you investigate this first one here. You look at these three kind of around. Nothing really of interest. As you turn your attention looking to the east, I am going to need you to make me a save.
What kind of save?
I will tell you in a second. A wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that is not something I'm proficient in.
Oh!
Okay. So, Azrar, you all see a bright flash from the direction to the east. If you all want to give me perception checks that are Azrar, you might be able to determine where it came from exactly.
Perception checks that aren't me. Okay, so they want to fail.
Let's just see if they can determine where it came from.
Oh, okay. Orc and Tolato, good. Very good.
So, so Tolado and Old Man Orc, you see...
Nice, I got.
You know it's in the direction to your east. Old Man Orc, you know it was from this one... it's not pinging for some reason. You know it was from this one right here, this glowing flower. Asrar, you cannot help but swim in that direction towards it.
Must go towards the light.
So we're gonna roll for initiative. Just
Oh,
for
you got anglerfish, bro.
just for
Okay.
this.
And let me roll initiative a second time. Okay, I got 7 on both my initiative rolls, so it's a 7.
Yeah, okay, we'll use this one.
Okay, I need to go onto my settings and check that set initiative to always roll at advantage. There we go.
Alright, keep that. So what is yours? It's also okay. I will roll for its initiative.
You're gonna wish we fought that giant thing on land.
All right. So, old man orc, you're up.
I noticed a flash, and I don't see anything specific, so I stand here on the water with gun drawn and observing everything to see if anything happens.
Okay.
And hold my action in case I need to shoot something that I find to be not my partner's.
Okay. Tolato, you are up.
I guess for the most part, I'll try and get a better vantage point. So 35 feet of movement. We'll go down a little bit from where I'm at. I figure I was about. How deep is the top of the boat?
I apologize. So the top of the boat is roughly about 20 so feet tall. The bottom of this is 80 feet down.
Okay. So I figure I would have been 20 feet above the deck of the boat, and then so I'll make my way downward about 10 feet, and then 25 to move south. And I'll just ready an Eldritch Blast for anything that looks hostile.
Okay. If you guys would, in the red box on your character, like the thing, put that as like the depth you're at. So 0 is obviously service, 80 is the very bottom of it. So in this case, Asrar, you were at the bottom, so you're at 80 feet.
Okay, which red box?
The like whatever your health is, your AC, then the
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
bar.
50 feet?
80.
And both Viviana and Old Man Orc, you're at 0.
Correct.
So
Okay.
50 feet, I guess. Right?
Correct.
A depth of 50 feet. Alright. And that'll be it.
Alright. It is now its turn. Yeah, okay. So, as you start walking towards it, yep. It is going to ready in action. That's what it's going to do. As its turn ends, Asrar, you may only use your turn to move towards the light.
I'm assuming that I can only make a save against this if I take damage.
Yep.
So I'm gonna move all the way up here.
Alright, and as
Oh,
you
what the-
do, its ready to action comes into play. As I switch songs because I'm mad that this one is so short. Yeah, this is good. So, it reveals itself as it furls itself from under the sand. You see a large anglerfish-like creature. We're gonna zoom in because everybody's kind of close right here.
So it's 80 feet at the bottom.
80 feet at the bottom.
And
And you watch its just massive gaping maw open up.
50 feet away.
Yep, so that's you start doing some Pythagorean theorem stuff. It is going to attempt to swallow you. It's going to bite you. And you are charmed. You're not paralyzed. 18. I'm assuming 18 hits, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so you take 10 points of piercing damage. And you are swallowed.
Awesome.
So Asrar just walks towards it, gets bitten. You're no longer charmed by it anymore. And you are swallowed inside of its stomach. You are restrained and blinded while inside of it, and you have total cover against all attacks from your outside opponent or friends.
Okay, since I took damage, I can save against the charm.
You
right?
are no longer charmed at all.
Okay, cool.
As soon as you take any kind of damage from the global, or I think it's even when it's when it does something harmful to the creature. So as soon as it bit you, you're no longer charmed.
Okay, cool.
But you are inside of its stomach.
So at this point, Old Man Orc and I pop off with their readied actions.
Yes.
Okay.
Fire!
The 25 hits for 9 points.
Would I get both Eldritch Blasts off?
It's a ready attack action, so yes, I would say you would.
Because one casting of the Eldritch Blast fires both beams.
Correct.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14? A 14 does hit.
Alright.
I will do math in a second.
Quality.
So these did hit, right?
Correct.
Alright. Because I hit, it is time for Grasping Arrow.
Okay.
Asking if a 26 hit. This is Tarask.
Trask only has a 25 AC.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so it is now restrained by webbings and such.
Taking 7 points of poison damage.
Okay.
I imagine this time the vines are actually seaweed grabbing it.
See, you like being grabbed by the random things in the water. It's not fun.
Alright, so it's restrained currently. As, I need to mind stop its damage you guys have actually done to it. Alright, so you strike at it, hit twice. It's wrapped up in vines, as it is now Viviana's turn.
Yeah, grabs that scroll, whispers it, casts it, now has water walking.
Okay, you can cast it on up to, I think it's 10 creatures also.
Within range, right?
But I'm going to throw out, are you going to cast it? Because I'm going to... Okay, read water walking really carefully.
Yo, I don't want to shoot up. Please don't. Please don't.
You can just cast it on me and you if you need to.
That's all I was gonna cast.
Okay.
Okay.
If you cast it on it, it just fucking floats.
10, it's 10 willing creatures, guys. Willing creatures. You are not willing to be cast on, so in this way, if you're not willing for them to do it, then it doesn't count.
Quality. Quality.
Okay. Water walking. Boom.
Alright.
And then I take my movement action at 5, 10, 15, 5, 30. I get 30? Yeah, 30. And I end my turn because that's...
Okay, you end
Cast
your
it on
turn.
me inside its stomach and I rip right out.
I mean, you're still in its stomach. You just have water walking in its stomach.
No, since I have total cover, you wouldn't have been able to target me with it anyways.
Yeah, you can't target him. So, to be honest, turn ends. Old Man Orc, you are up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I start taking pot shots at it.
Okay.
Hey!
Nice. For 22.
And I'll do a sharpshooter shot just 'cause I can. I don't think a 13 hit.
A 13 does not hit. So you
Oh,
fire
I
once.
tried.
I mean, that was worth it in the long run. You still did the same amount of damage you might have done on two normal hits. So, Old Man Orc, as your turn ends, then Pilato, you are up.
Okay. We're gonna go another 30 feet down and then 5 feet forward. So I'm on the floor at this point.
Okay.
Let's see. Shit. And I'm just gonna cast darkness on myself.
Okay, darkness on yourself.
I'll use my horn as the point of origin.
Edge mode activated.
Go ahead if you want. Let's go and give you a.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
My question is, this is the last thing we're gonna fight.
Flashing lights.
20-foot radius, right?
God, I forgot how
yes.
big darkness is.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius on a
All right.
light.
I always forgot that radius is only half of it, and I'm like, oh fuck.
As
That's a
there's
lot.
just big zone of darkness underneath the water.
Okay, anything else
Oh
you're
no,
trying
it's
to
a
This is
15
summon
foot
itself.
radius.
No, okay, yeah, that's fine. 15.
Yeah.
I'll change that.
15-foot radius, not 20, so it's a bit smaller.
Slightly smaller.
And that's what I got. That's it. No bonus actions
Alright.
for you.
You're not gonna move?
Suddenly, Viviana.
He moves. He swam down. So
Oh.
on its turn, it's going to use. Let's see. Is it an action to try to break free? Is it gonna try?
To know what it needs to do it.
It has to succeed on a successful athletics check against the.
What is
arcane
your
shot save DC.
save DC?
My current save.
Yeah, your arcane shot save DC for your skill. You don't have it listed in here anywhere.
Well, it's probably his.
Is it?
I never actually thought I'd use it. Most times it just breaks free. But it's 14.
14? It's a 50-50 shot. I don't know if it's worth it.
What else is it gonna do? Just sit there and.
I could just move and just take 2d6 points of damage.
Try to move.
It's gonna, yeah, fuck that. It just moves into the darkness. So you,
Alright,
it vanishes.
Reduce its move.
Oh, it reduces its movement speed by 10. Okay, that's fine. It can still make it in there. It still has. It can still go 5 more feet.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
As where you are blind, because as I have moved you to the DM layer,
Oh god.
so that way, because they can't see it right now, so they don't know where it's at.
Am I able? I'm restrained, but I'm still able to attempt to attack inside
Yeah,
it, right?
you're restrained and blind. Is it on its
Okay.
turn? Actually, on because it's still its turn. It's not done. It has not used its action yet. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you actually take roll dice. Take 14 points of acid damage while you're in its stomach at the start of its turn.
Lovely.
It will then. Yep. It will then attack. That would actually be a better idea, but I'll do that next time. It's going to attack a random space, so I'm going to roll a D5. Filato, you are number 4. If it rolls a 4, it attacks your square.
Copy that.
Okay, so it bites, misses. Because it doesn't necessarily know where you're at. And you don't know where it's at, so you have to ping where you think it is. Actually, you can see it. Because you can see in darkness.
Yeah, it's quite darkness.
So you know where it's at, the other two do not. So I'll assume you just hit it. I'm not going to show it. Aswar, you are up now.
Okay. So since I'm restrained and blind, my attack is made at a disadvantage inside of it.
Correct. So no sneak attack. And 11 does not hit.
I'm gonna try again with my offhand.
Okay. A 16 does hit. As you deal...
So I
5.
deal 5 damage.
It takes 5 points of damage, and nothing else happens.
Too bad you didn't have a bunch of anchovies you just put in its stomach.
Here, that would be amazing. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
5 anchovies, you're dead.
All right, so it gets stabbed. It kind of grunts a little bit. Its stomach tightens up around you, and that's your turn then, Azrar.
Yep.
All right, Viviana, you cannot see where the ghoul's at.
Okay, so Viviana's gonna get 5 foot here. Viviana's gonna guess here.
Okay.
And Viviana's is going to drop a flashbang.
A flash bomb?
Yeah, because
I will
I
note
can't-
that a
I
flash
can't-
bomb blinds, and it is already blind in the darkness.
Okay, I guess I'll just cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay. Make attack is at disadvantage because you cannot see it.
Okay. Chromatic Orb. Let's where's that spell?
Alright, so it vanishes in the darkness, and you have no idea what happened. But a 14 does miss either way.
Spell save? It's a spell save, right?
No, it's a ranged. It's a spell attack, ranged spell attack.
Okay.
So, anything else for your turn?
Nope.
All right.
Can I stand there, I guess?
You can. Yeah, you're standing on top of the surface of the water. You're good. All right. Bayon, as your turn ends, Old Man Orc.
Right here, I'm gonna use my actual movement to move the boat with me this way.
Oh God.
And I'm gonna hold the actual action to, if I see that stupid thing pop up anywhere, I'm gonna shoot it.
So you moved, I think, too far, because if you're going to be moving the boat by holding onto it, that's half movement, man. There you go. You're gonna hold your action to shoot it when you see it. You see
Or if I see the gobble, I'm shooting it.
Okay, so if you see it, you shoot it. Got you. All right, Tolado.
So I'm gonna hold my action.
Are up. You see it. It is right next to you.
Cool. We'll
In
just
one
pop
direction.
that, get that right in there, and move into my jam. So this will be advantage because it doesn't know where I'm at. Darkness, I can see it.
Correct.
Blah, blah, blah. So yeet.
19 does hit.
Okay, there's that damage, and then
I really hope it pukes me out soon.
I do too. So 12
So
and 12.
24.
And then I'm just gonna slowly swim away from it to the west.
Okay.
Try and expose as much of it as I can.
Since it can't see you, it can't make an attack of opportunity. So.
Yeah, so just
All right. So you can stop there.
okay.
His butt is revealed.
Fire!
Perfect.
So yeah, legendary. You may make your attack.
Well, first one missed. Second
Alright.
attack.
Puke me out?
18. No, because it has to be damage from inside of its belly.
Wait, it does?
Yeah, the same thing with all the swallowed creatures is when you take damage from inside of it.
I thought it was just damage in general. God damn
It
it.
takes damage from or more from on a single turn from a creature inside it.
Oh no.
Did the 18 do damage?
The 18 did hit, yes.
I guess I'm just gonna have to wait until it's dead.
For 10 points of damage. Alright, so you shoot it twice. It's now its turn. With that, it is going to...
Well, if its butt's exposed, it's still in darkness because it can't see.
Nobody got shot.
But does it know from where?
It swims up and out of the darkness.
I don't like this anymore, Aaron.
Damage.
Yep, going to take its damage. For 7. And then, it uses its action to grow.
To grow?
To grow.
It get large.
It's a large boy. Man, I'm
Or rather, it get huge.
I'm getting Zamtrios flashbacks now.
Yeah, Zamtrios, the thing that made my character fear sharks in the water, and now I'm being eaten by a similar creature underwater.
It is 30 feet from the surface as it grows after swimming straight up.
Okay.
I never had to fight Sandra, so I'm kind of sad about that.
All right.
Big Zam.
You'll run
is
into some
my
again
brain
eventually. Azrar, you are up.
Alright, gonna try and attack.
A 17 hits. Or 10. Okay.
And then... Oh,
And 18 hits.
wait, a day now damage, okay.
It's not enough.
Fuck.
It does not have to make it save. Oh,
I
also,
assume it's probably
you
something
actually
like
reminded me.
20.
Thank you. You take 10 points of acid damage from when it was its turn. All right. On is your turn? Yeah. All right. I need. This is within 30 feet. You're right there, so you're within range. How far away are you? 25. Yeah, since it's a sphere.
I'm also on the surface, so whatever
I know
happens
you
didn't
are.
get to me.
I need both Viviana and Old Man Orc to please make me a Constitution saving throw as the bulb on its head pulses out a blinding flash of light.
Con?
As a legendary action, by the way.
Are gonna join me in here?
This is a legendary action.
Oh.
Con, you said?
Con.
Oh.
As Viviana, you are not blinded. You were able to shield your eyes and like you're able to refocus them quick enough. Whereas legendary Old Man Orc, you are blinded till the end of your next turn.
How dare it?
You see sparkles.
Did you get to go before me?
That was its legendary action.
Oh.
Viviana,
I can
you
go
are
whenever
up.
I want. Great. Viviana's not having any of this shit anymore. Viviana's casting slow.
Mm-hmm.
A nice little cube with it in it.
All right. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw. Yeah. What is this? What is the save?
Mine?
Yeah. What is your save DC?
Where's
15?
15. Ah!
Fuck. All right. So it's slowed. Its AC is reduced by 2. Its movement speed is reduced by half. It has minus 2 to dexterity saving throws, and it cannot use reactions. Very nice. We're gonna give it the
You can either
snowman.
use an action or a bonus action, not both.
Okay.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast spiritual. Can't cast spiritual weapon.
You cannot
Wait,
cast another
again?
spell. No, you cannot. You already cast a spell this turn. You can either
Ooh,
a cantrip or something else.
Bonus action.
You cannot cast another spell if you cast a bonus action spell. Or if you're going to. You cannot do it. You can either be a cantrip.
Wait.
You
can't
cast.
cast again. Okay.
You can. Yeah. If you cast a spell on your turn as an action, you cannot cast a bonus action spell. If you cast a bonus action spell, you can cast a cantrip on your turn still, though.
Got you. So I guess I'm going to move out of its range,
So you make some movements.
and that's it. I guess I can't do anything else.
Okay. Alright, your turn ends. Old Man Orc. You are blinded. You cannot see.
I stumble this way, unsure what's happening,
Okay.
and I save my action. As soon as I'm done being blind, I'm gonna try to shoot the dumb thing that shot me.
Oh, man. Alright, so as your turn ends, you regain the ability to see. That's an interesting way to avoid that.
Payback! I'm just gonna do the sharpshooter shot on it.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15?
It's -2.
15 does hit.
We had a power shot.
Actually make sure with the, it enlarge doesn't give anything extra, right? It does not. Okay.
I'll do the second one with power shot as well.
That one does
That
not.
one is much lower.
Yeah, that one does not hit. But that's
The
okay. You
first
did
one
23.
does 23 damage.
It is looking a little bit bloodied now, a little bit. It's very slow, so even the hit's like, poof, and the body just kind of ripples slowly from the shockwave of the bullet. I just wanted to check an action here. Alright, well, I was just curious about something. Alright, as your turn ends, Tolato, you are up. You can see it. It is currently 30 feet from the surface, right?
Given a 35 feet movement speed and how big it is, would it be feasible to swim up the 35 feet and get within like a...
No, only
Nice
because I
range.
increased its height up because it poofs upwards.
That's fine. So then I'll try and get as close to it as I can, still leaving a lot of it visible, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna do an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So that one and that one.
Those both hit.
Yeah, there you go. So 5 and then 18.
5 and
Or sorry, 5
and 13.
18 in total.
All
Get
right.
swallowed with me so that we can get vomited out.
All right. On its turn, it is going
4
to.
is not my thing.
It swims up towards Legendary. At 20 feet is all it
Take
can
more
move.
damage.
That's
Ooh.
fine. It
Low.
works.
Was that
20 feet minus the 10.
Yeah, it can normally move 40. Oh, plus minus 10, so
Okay, so
technically it would be
minus 10 'cause
15.
my thing
So
too.
it would be 15 feet up, so it's still 15 feet away. That's still enough. I'm close enough. All right, here
3
we go.
damage, darn it.
All right, so it takes 3 damage, and then you watch its mouth open wide. It starts to just pull in just tons and tons of water. So whirlpool starts to form under your feet, old man orc. As I need you to
What's a
make me
catch?
a strength saving throw. Actually, I don't.
Cast it from here.
Like
No, it's not. It's not a
saving
spell.
throw?
No. Strength saving throw.
Oh.
Okay.
You know,
Old.
the thing I'm good at that I can't see them do.
Well,
Wow.
you guys are both boned.
Old man orc, you are pulled into its body. You are blinded and restrained. Also, Azrar, you take 12 points of acid damage, by the way.
Oh, lovely. Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
It does not recharge its vortex. As Azrar, it's your turn.
Hey, I'm in here. You can sneak attack.
Would I be able to attempt to drink a potion inside of it?
Yeah, it's an action.
But it might be more work because if I drink a potion, I'm just going to take more damage next turn. I think it's more worth it to try and damage my way out.
Okay.
No, I think it's worth waiting for him next turn to do damage so you can.
Old man orc is
Escape.
also blinded and at disadvantage on all of his attacks too.
Oh yeah, he's swallowed.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. If we're both doing damage,
It's
that
on
increases
one
the
turn.
likelihood.
On a single
turn.
turn.
Oh wait,
Hold
Aaron,
your action on my turn.
Aaron, I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Before it.
A creature affected by this spell makes
Oh,
another
slow.
wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, the effect ends.
It's never going to succeed on this save.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It's slowed forever.
I'm just gonna fucking try and damage my way out.
An 18 and a 20 both hit.
Hey, don't you get sneak attack?
Nope,
He's right
because he
next
has disadvantage on the attack, so you do not get sneak attack.
to you. Oh.
Yeah, yeah, because I have disadvantage. Also, the other one was a double click, so.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
So only the first one hits.
Yeah. So
11.
that's 11 damage. Then offhand, does 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Son of a bitch. Okay, well.
Even when it's slowed,
Ooh,
minus
yeah,
the
it's
AC.
slowed. That's really weird. It does hit.
Because we have slow on it.
That's still probably not enough damage.
It is not enough damage.
If I were to guess, I would guess I need a minimum of 20 damage to make the save.
So right now, though, it is. I mean, it's slow. The blood is slowly pooling out of its body. It's like trickling up on the surface. And there's just like red all around it. Its little lantern is like kind of like floppy. It's pretty beat up right now. As your turn comes to a close and Viviana is up.
Cool. Viviana's gonna cast spirit. Well, first off, Viviana's gonna move in range.
Okay.
Cast spiritual weapon to attack it with its little chainsaw.
Okay.
Sword. Just zzz,
Fucking
right into it.
chainsaw. I
Yes.
deleted the
First time you
chainsaw.
hit anything with it.
That 19 does hit. Yeah. A 12 what I hit right now. 4, 8 points
8
of
damage. And then I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost.
14 hits.
Cool.
For 9, alright. It is still. It's weakening. It's like puffiness is starting to shrink down. A lot of its spines are broken. It's got frostbite on one side of its body.
It can't go anywhere.
It's got a cut. It's been slashed because of the chainsaw. It's good times. All right, old man orc, you are up.
As I proceed to let loose
A volley of shots inside of its stomach at disadvantage.
Is it disadvantage because he's in melee range?
Yeah, they're disadvantaged anyways because he's blinded.
Well, negative 5 on a 23 is still higher.
Still
than
high,
18.
yeah, it still hits.
So I do 25 damage for the first shot.
25?
Let me see
Yep,
here.
because I did sharpshooter.
Oh.
Second shot, sharpshooter, is a 15, which still hits.
Isn't it a
15 still hits. No, it still hits.
Slow, right?
Yeah, slow. I mean, it has a low AC.
So now it's another 25 damage,
Okay.
and I decide to action surge and do it again.
Oh my god. Please.
I told it to let me out. I'm gonna do another sharpshooter.
Let me
For
out!
another-
Let me out!
For another 25. For another sharpshooter.
Ha! That misses!
Oh, that one missed. Okay, well, I still did 75 damage to the thing.
It's 77 damage there.
Yes.
Alright, time to make that DC 17 Constitution saving throw. It succeeds. You are not thrown up
You motherfucker.
until we see from the outside view. We see from the outside view.
Passing through it.
It's just like you just watch it, and then it just like stops moving and just turns over and starts to float to the surface as it dies.
Its soul.
I'm gonna rip out of its stomach and scream atop my lungs and I'm gonna look like a chest burster.
Do you have water breathing?
Yes.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah,
Ah, you drowned. No, yeah, so you burst from its underbelly out just into the sky, just guts covering you, acid burning your clothes. As you and then Azra are weakly, very weakly, like
I eat you, you don't eat me.
yeah, Azra
Doing his
weakly
best.
crawls out.
Doing his best baby gore impression.
Oh man, that was funny. As you guys successfully
I did
kill
not like being eaten.
the Gobu. Congratulations. That was a fun one.
Oh.
I think my new strategy, Aaron,
Slow is
is maybe
really good.
bringing anchovies, and just anytime, just try to get eaten and just throw anchovies into its stomach.
The anchovies is a hilarious idea.
This is the closest I've come to death in several sessions.
Oh, it was so good. Just
Ew.
he had 11 HP left.
Yeah.
This is the first time I made it
kill
out
them, Aaron?
more than half.
Oh, you would have made one more round.
Yeah, like, I would have passed out if I'd taken more stomach damage, and then I would have automatically died probably within 3 more turns unless I was taken out of there.
I was really tempted to try to just swallow Tolato. But like, the darkness is so good for me too.
This biggest mistake was attacking me.
No, it wasn't. That would have happened anyways.
I don't want to be eaten.
It's good shit.
So
Quick
nice.
hunt.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do the cars. And let's go and get that figured all out so we can get out of here. So,
I really want to fight the other thing.
you would have died. There was no way you could fight that thing.
No
We
way.
would have had to pull so many crits out of our
You
asses.
would need crits out of your asses. You would need lightning resistance.
If I had lightning resistant potions,
Here. So it makes a bite attack and a claw attack.
Ugh.
that's not that bad.
That's your
Oh, it rolled an
HP.
8 on that.
It has a +8, is what it has.
That attack, and
It
then
rolled a
19.
it rolled a
so
19
Really,
or
really well in those.
A 15 and 19, but a +8 is still really high. Not to mention the lightning. Not to mention the other things it has too that it can
What's
do.
the HP it has?
Yeah.
A lot.
I mean, like, if slow cast.
I'm not gonna share stuff that you guys will eventually fight. I'll give you the idea
Yeah.
of. I'll give you ideas of that. So let's go ahead and Aswar, 2 or 3 survival checks. First one obviously at advantage.
Alright.
We done did it, boys.
18 is a success. I put Aswar as the creature and not Gobu. 2 successes and 1 fail.
The Azrar loot table.
Goble
I
guts.
put my gun at Azra. I need more loot.
All right. Let's go ahead and let me pull up the loot tables. Let's figure out what we got. So let's go ahead and have Viviana. Why don't you go ahead and roll me 2d20 for the Ludroths? 12 and a 9. You guys got a Hydrohide and
Oh shit, that would be useful.
Would have been great to have that earlier.
yeah, and an Immature Sponge.
I personally would like to take the Hydrohide just in case.
I don't need it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hydrohide goes to Ed.
Anyone want the?
Do you want the Immature Sponge? I know we have a couple fishers that like to do some fishing stuff. So
Just give me whatever you want when you're done.
Mhm.
Fine with how we go.
I might expand into that, but we'll see what the
What
other
else comes?
materials are. Yeah.
all right, so we'll hold on to the Immature Sponge for now. Let's go ahead and go with Royal Ludroth. So we
We
have
didn't get a whole lot.
Azrar do a 2d20 for the crit, and Talato do 2d20 for the 2 successes on the Royal Ludroth. Nice. All right, so that's 2 20s, so that's 2 crests.
What does the crest do?
I wish the Goble had that.
The duration from slowing effects of this slow spell are reduced by half while you're wearing this armor. Your weapon deals an extra 1d4 cold damage. I don't need that because I already have stuff like that on my weapon from Baby Gammoth.
So press, and then
Someone else is free to take that.
11. Ooh, this would have been a great one.
Whew.
Weapon damage, so like you'd always do 12 on your hunting roll against a creature that can swim.
16, just normal damage, whatever.
Maximum weapon damage when I do it? Okay.
Weapon damage, so it would be
shit.
I'm only
the-
fighting swim speed.
it would be a 10 for your heavy
Don't
bowgun.
fucking screw up that Legiacrus, man.
Yeah, it would.
I don't
Ooh,
need
goes everything.
Well, here
that would be.
we
Oh
still-
shit, that would be nice with sneak attack.
By the way, I'm keeping this boat.
it does not. Sneak attack.
Weapon
This is weapon damage specific.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you keep the boat?
So I was actually, if the boat was close enough, if he hadn't moved, I would have eaten the boat with him. But he moved.
The whole reason I moved the boat, I knew you were going to try to destroy my boat.
I would have. There was the option. All right, so we have the Goble now. Let's do the Goble last, and you guys can then decide it from that point. So we have 2 successes and 1 fail. So the fail is the Goble hide. Resistance to cold damage. You can use it twice. There's a reaction too. So when you get hit by the thing. And then we have 2. So Old Man Orc, go ahead and roll me 2d20. Since you killed it, you get the last 2 rolls. 5 and an 8. Wow, re-roll those. That is disappointing,
All right.
sir. There. I can't. I couldn't, in good conscience, give you that before. So you guys get a fin.
Oh shit.
And then you.
All these will be great at the beginning of this adventure.
And then a 12.
You know what? I would actually prefer the Goble Fin over the Hydrohide because it's a higher movement speed.
And then a Goble.
And as a rogue, movement speed is everything.
Just to clarify, it is a beast. I will count
Click
that.
on
Like,
Dominate Beast.
I will
Hopefully
count-
the spell description, and I did. Oh, there it is.
I will count Dominate Beast as like Leviathans and stuff like that, but it would not work against yeah, because I would count that. It'd be situational. I'd have to actually probably update what I would consider a beast in it, because there's obviously not a lot of beasts that can swim, so I'll have to take that in consideration or make some adjustments to that. But it basically will have the same effect. I do want it to be able to like affect potentially other creatures in the
Is everyone cool with me taking the Global Fin instead of the Hydro Hide?
If that's the case, then I could probably pick up the Hydra.
Have it.
Did you want it? Feel free. Like, no, for Orc for the hide.
Legendary.
His internet's cutting out again.
We've lost him. We've lost him, guys.
I can hear his keyboard now.
He says, "I do not want."
Okay.
Okay, cool. Global Fin for me then.
Global Fin to Azrar then. Azrar is out for anything else. He's got 2 things.
Then Hydra Hide for Talada.
Okay, so Hydro Hide is going to Talada. Global Fin to
Global Fin will go in my other trinket.
Okay.
For sure.
Right, fail. So, anybody want the hide for the cold resistance?
I already have some for cold resistance.
If not, anybody interested in the spike?
Not really.
So, what about the Royal Ludroth Claw then?
I'm only interested in all is if I can go to use this to go try to dominate the Lagiacrus and bring it back to camp.
It lasts for 1 minute, and then it's gonna be really pissed off.
Hey, that's why you just charmed it. You just keep spamming charm spells until it sticks.
No, because charm person is a humanoid. Really? Unless you cast it at higher levels, yes. Dominate Beast lasts for 1 minute.
Oh, never mind. That thing sucks. I don't want it.
You got 3 runes? And
nope, after I realized how short it was, I didn't want it.
So who wants the Royal Ludroth Claw? Useful. Well, you know what? I'm going to give the spike. If no one wants the spike, I'll give it to Vivian.
I'll take the spike. Just put it in my inventory.
You put it in your inventory.
Ugh.
Lazy.
So Royal Ludroth Claw deals maximum weapon damage to a creature. That's like your D12 on a hunting horn, your D10 on your bow gun specifically.
I don't necessarily have room on my hunting horn at the moment.
You could put it. You could potentially save it for like a trinket, or you could build another hunting horn.
It takes so much to upgrade anything. Just trying to get it to rare has been so long in the making.
I'm still trying to get my weapon to rare.
The goal is for you guys to get rare around like level 7 or 8. That's technically when that's when I hope you get it.
Yeah. So I think that's when it's going to happen. Around there, like early 7, late 6, honestly. If no one wants it, I would love to have it. I can be the I could be Tlado, the Sea Man.
You can have it, because if I get the Immature Sponge, that means I can have a set of armor that I literally can do all the gathering abilities at once.
Oh, the Immature Sponge? Go for it.
Yeah, okay, that way I can have an armor that does every single gathering at once.
Alright, so you get the Sponge. The Claw has been done to Tlado. The Hide is left. I guess that will go to Azrar, actually, because that will even it out.
Which hide?
There's also a Hydro. Who took the Hydro Hide then? You took the Hydro Hide, right?
Yeah.
So the Global Hide will give to. Oh, it's either goes to Azrar or goes to Old Man Orc. Old Man Orc has the Immature Sponge, and Azrar has the Global Fit. You guys want to roll off? Or you want to just give it to the other person?
You can just have it.
Cool.
What item is this again?
The Global Hide is the one that gives you. You can use your reaction to gain resistance to cold damage till the end of your next turn. You can use it twice.
Okay, yeah. I will take that.
Okay, that is all the loot. Let me do experience really fast. Of course, close out of some things I shouldn't close out of. What should you give?
I wonder if this fight would have been better with Maraska.
It would have. I mean, it would have been one more person to swallow.
Its biggest mistake was swallowing me at all.
So yeah, Aaron, I just cast Moonbeam inside its stomach.
Got those. You killed those things. What else? That was all.
Plus, I can still smite it from inside there, and I can do
Plus-
the 20 damage
Plus
threshold.
that idea, I'll give you guys a little bit of experience for that too. But Antidote's not working for some reason.
So who do we give the royal? Who do we give the crest to again? I forgot.
The crest. Oh, we have more than one crest, didn't we? Old Man Orc, you can also take a crest because we had 2 crests. So that will.
Okay.
There we go. That makes it all perfectly even. Nice. So you guys get 1,575 experience.
1,750 experience?
1,575 experience. Old Man Orc has the Mature Sponge and the Royal Bloodbroth Crest. Slaughter, you have the Hydro Hide and the Royal Bloodbroth Crest. Claw. Right.
Yes.
So we still have one more crest then left. So who wants to? We have one more crest if anybody wants it. That's the one for the
I'll just take both for now if no one wants them.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Vivian only has 1 item, so we can give it to her.
Yeah, I give it to her then.
You get that also.
Yay, what am I getting?
Royal Ludroth Crest.
Royal?
Ludroth Crest. And then after figure out gold. You guys got for killing the creature. 2,800 divided by 4. Why is my internet not working on? 700 gold each.
Ooh, that's tasty.
I like gold.
All right. For those who watched on the stream, I hope you guys enjoyed this session. We ended up kind of in the same spot for the hunt. If you want to check out some more of my stuff, check out my Patreon, which hopefully will work. It did. You can get some free hunts, some free creatures, some other stuff, or become a patron and you get access to monster hunts, subspecies, a lot of my early access work, like Tom Plus is currently what I'm working on right now. Like I said earlier in the campaign chat, if you guys want to swap to him, you're more than welcome to. You just have to let me know, and you can do it for free. You basically just swap out one weapon you have now for that weapon with the exact same stuff. Or you can just buy a new set of them and upgrade them that way if you want to do that too. Yeah. So, thank you guys all for watching, and we'll see you next time.